Welcome back, everyone, to session 6 of Occupation with the crew kind of getting to the finale of their Assassinations and Acquisitions arc. And we'll give a little bit of a backstory here, a little recap for how the party got to where it is. But they worked kind of at the behest of the Hutts, made their way to Don Bradan, a planet at the edge of Yuzon Vong space and Hutt space. At the urging of the Hutt, they were hired to both take care of a rival as well as hopefully acquire some assets. The Hutts hired them to make their way to the planet and assassinate Commander Prekvel, the Yuzon Vong commander that had been placed in charge of the Hutt offensive, and letting them know the Yuzon Vong know that the Hutts can touch them wherever they're at. Along with that, they were hired to convince the Oroidium Mutts, a mercenary company with a sterling reputation that had been kind of flirting with taking a contract with the Yuzon Vong and the criminal exchange network that had allied with the Vong. The party then made their way to Don Bradan after a rough interrogation of a Mandalorian that has had many names throughout this series, but his true name was Vex Cries. But I think he'd be called Jared for a while, and a couple of other names on top of that. With that interrogation, Lord Malachi let the dark side flow through him and lost his temper a bit, and gave electrotherapy to Rex, giving him significant brain damage that the group had to contend with as they used him as a resource to sneak aboard or sneak on to the planet of Don Bradan, which had become an exchange outpost. Using Vex, they were able to, with some quick thinking, make their way on planet without being noticed and rendezvous with some of the Oroidium Mutt soldiers, securing a meeting with the Oroidium Mutt's captain. But that's not before, though. As they were kind of making their way to the rendezvous, they were spotted. Initially, the exchange guards and Yuzon Vong kind of accompaniment just wanted to bring them to the big boss to hear what had happened at the station that they had supposedly destroyed. But the group decided they didn't want to come along, and with some quick thinking, we'll say, were able to take out those guards, but not before the guards knew that our heroes were on planet. Identifying Vars, Val, and Malachi. C4, I don't think, was called out by name, but a lot of galactic presence to suddenly show up on a sleepy Yuzon Vong controlled planet. But the group, with some crazy rolls and some great RP, was able to avoid the notice of the exchange as they made their way towards the Oroidium Mutts. And then with some fantastic RP and the roles supporting it, you guys were able to convince the captain that not only did he not want to kind of turn traitor and side with the Yuzon Vong, even though up until now they've been the clear winners of the war, that he wanted to throw in with the Hutts, taking their contract, and then also working with some of the party's resources. He's going to be fortifying his own kind of safe planet, we'll say, in case everything goes to poodoo and he needs to bug out with his men. And with the party agreeing to give kind of three of their downtime resources over towards the captain to help with that dream, he allied with the group and committed to becoming part of the Hutt Alliance. With that, you guys were able to. I forgot who, but someone asked if he could assist in the battle, and according to his honor system, he could not do that. But he did let you know where he was supposed to rendezvous with Commander Vrechtel once he made his way on planet to discuss the terms of their alliance. So he provided those coordinates as well as their command shuttle to get yourself off planet once the deed was done. You guys are currently aboard the ship. You see kind of the Oroidium Mutts scrambling to get everything ready for the main ship's launch. And you do see Captain Onamas Vin, the leader of the Roidium Mutts, kind of in front of you. He is he's kind of looking over some of the last minute details and is kind of preparing for his own departure. You guys did get a short rest in. You had a couple enough time to kind of relax, catch your breath, patch up any wounds. But yeah, what are you guys doing? And actually, let me give you some of the information too that Anonymous Vin has on the location. You see, he kind of like pulls up a little like a holographic map, and he shows you where the commander's ship is supposed to land once he makes his way. Uh, and you kind of see Sven, this kind of grizzled old human with kind of these blue and gold markings with kind of the platinum mutt emblazoned on his armor. You see him kind of pull up that the hologram, and he goes, "Yeah, the Criff is supposed to set down here with this ship." And you see kind of the topographical map change. You see it's a green filled field with kind of the vines growing through it. The vines look pretty unnatural to what the galaxy usually brings, but for being around the U Zone long enough, you know that these are kind of their bioengineering or their biotechs, kind of nutrient vines that are kind of surrounding and almost suffocating this green field. But probably the thing that catches your eye the most, kind of right next to where the ship is supposed to land. And C4, this probably gives a little bit, I don't know, a little sense of dread for you as well as you see this. You see it looks like a pit of droids and technology, almost as if an offering made kind of right next to where his ship is supposed to come down. You see kind of a small fire burning within it, and you see even from this kind of like topographical hologram from probably taken from orbit from the ship as it made its way to land. You see kind of creaking and kind of some of the droids still mobile, if not functional, kind of twisting within the fiery pit. But you do see kind of the topographic area there. Oh, C4, what were you about to say?
C4 has very little sympathy for inferior models. However, he is very clearly showing something most droids do not show, and that is fear, terror, and it's very clear his mind's working. All those calculations are working on self-preservation right now. Eyes darting between everyone in the room occasionally.
And so you see him kind of point out.
No, no, not at all. What we do is we go in and we booby trap where he's going to land. So that way, when he gets out, he's going to be weakened, damaged. We sneak in and we set him up for failure. So that way, we have the best chance of survival.
I assume that he is not just landing at some random area. This is going to be a location that's heavily guarded, watched, patrolled. So, your thoughts? And I'll turn to the individual that briefed us and showed us the kind of overlay.
Yeah, Captain Anama nods and says, "Yeah, he told us we were meeting him on a ship. If you could do some harm to the ship and maybe we should jostle him up a little bit, that may be a good plan, but I wouldn't count on him getting off the ship. Didn't sound like he's planned on staying here too long. Wanted us pretty much to bend the knee and get in line. Uh, but we've seen kind of from the area, they do have patrols around the droid pit. Not so much to keep watch, but a lot of their warriors, the Vong, like to go and kind of watch the spectacle, if you get my drift."
So, it is an attraction for the Vong, which means that there will be extra fighters there, patrols. I don't think that we're going to have the ability to set up anything in advance.
Oh, I wouldn't quite say that. That gives the
But
perfect opportunity. We simply give him a spectacle to watch with that droid bit. Anyone know how to hotwire a droid to pop into a bit of fireworks? Anyone here?
I assume that a droid would know how to do that. You want to tell
I
me how to
might be
cross the
able to.
wires?
I might be able to think of something on the fly.
Hmm.
And if I were to be setting that up, a droid and a droid bit, I don't think they'll notice too much. If one's just squirming in agony a bit too much. I am a very effective actor, if my commercials have told you.
I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to them. Vars, should we go scout this area out first? With the likelihood of us being able to get in and do this is?
I'm sorry, my audio was messing up. Where is that droid pit in relation to the meeting place?
So you kind of see the topographical map. It's literally like right in front of where he's supposed to land. It's almost designed like, and guys could probably guess from your experience of the Yuzon Vong. It's almost like a little bit of an offering to both the gods and the commander for making his presence there. So he's landing like almost directly in front of it.
Do you think if we presented ourselves as the mutts and brought along C4 as an offering to seal the deal, and then, surprise?
I liked my plan where I hide amongst the dead bodies about the droids, and you deal with him better.
Well, yeah, you could hide, but what good are you going to do down in the pit?
I'll live.
Val has done many jobs like this. Sneaking onto the ship, that is the easy part when they don't know you're there. Getting off the ship when they know you're there, that is the challenge.
Yes. Subterfuge has never been my strong suit. I usually like to let everybody who wants to know that I'm there. So being quiet is an option for you all that I'm willing to go along with.
Compromise from the Sith. Oh, what a spectacle.
Well, it's not compromise. I expected it'll get loud. A ship is in a quiet place. We've already experienced this much on our arrival.
All right, well, if their commander's not going to get out of the ship to come greet us, then we got to go to him, put him in the dirt, get back to this ship, and get off planet.
Real quick, did they say like what kind of ship they're planning on? Is this like what kind of ship are they coming down on the planet with? Do we know?
Oh, the Yuzon Vong.
Yeah.
So kind of like a command frigate. So it's not like a dreadnought or like a big ship. On Star Wars 5e terms, it's a large ship. So basically, kind of like a pretty like a larger than shuttle, but not like a command ship.
Gotcha.
Well, I still think we should, again, simple plan. Get aboard the ship, find a commander, get rid of the commander, get off the ship.
How are we going to deal with likely the entire planet going up into a bit of a rage of their commander dying? Given they've already pulled out the red carpet. The droid part, latent red carpet for him.
Well, maybe we can find the comm jammer between now and then.
Ah,
Go ahead.
yes. A organic calm jammer.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You see Captain Vin nod, and he goes, "Yeah, we could jam the exchange comms, but I'm not sure that'll really help you with the Vong. What we can do though is you kind of see like this ship is looking like it's preparing to depart soon, but he'll go. We'll leave my own shuttle near the location where the commander will be landing. We give make some BS excuse about we have to take our big ship out towards a mission, but we'll still be meeting him from the command shuttle. So at least it will be a shorter haul for you guys to go once you do whatever you got to do.
All right, there you go.
I do think a disruption in the exchange communications would still be a benefit to us because that's less reinforcements that we have to contend with in the event that anything goes wrong, and I expect it will definitely go wrong. In fact, I count on it. So, Tegan, how big are comms disruptors?
Like 300 feet.
Okay, so that's their range. How big is the actual item itself?
It's very small.
You know?
Apparently, it's 3 pounds worth of tech. So,
Yeah, 3 pounds.
So, in preparation, what if we were to, if we don't want to risk our allies here, if we got a couple of these comm jammers and we just put them in locations around the area so that there was a communication blackout before we go into this meeting.
Basically, hook up a field of a dead zone.
Mm-hmm. And they're so small that they won't know where they are.
all right, I mean, that'll disrupt the exchange's communications, but
It has no effect on the Vong communication.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, what do they have? Those weird bean face things.
Yeah,
The
so they got the
Billups.
Billups. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and they don't have too many of those. So,
Mm-mm.
I mean, I've seen, because they want to watch a fight or something, but I don't really normally see their ground troops, that sort of a thing. And they're going to have their commander there. Who does he need to talk to? He's in charge.
Well, our valiant leader, you actually make a very, very good point. We
What?
may actually have a chance.
How do you keep calling me that? Look, I mean, it just whatever. We're gonna put the Von Commander in the dirt. We got on the ship that the Mutts have been so generous to provide us with. We burn atmosphere. We get the hell away from here, and now we get paid, and we get an ally in this friggin' mess. I'm not a fan of overthinking things.
I agree. Let's go do this.
Yeah.
Well, to our survival,
Hell yeah.
or at least mine.
Our hope will survive, all right. Yeah.
So what's the crew plan?
So we wait until about 30 minutes until the meeting and start heading that way.
Yeah, try to disguise ourselves as best we can with whatever gear we can.
I'll take it. Your guys' descriptions are pretty well out there at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting because they're expecting representatives from the Erodium Mutts, but if we go disguised as the Erodium Mutts, they're going to attribute them as traitors. And right now, even though we've taken the leader to our side and our way of thinking and joining us, this could still jeopardize them in getting their people, mobilized and together.
I mean,
If we do this
they're
wrong.
leaving.
What time of day is it?
So it's night. So right now, because you guys are about 4 hours ahead of Earth, and because right now you guys are in your short rest, so 4 hours total. Once you short rest, it'll be 3 hours. And basically, he'll land at like 5 in the morning, and the meeting's at like 6 in the morning.
Gotcha. So we can. Is it reasonable to expect that it's going to be pretty dark? Obviously, some things will be lit up around the ship or whatever. But
Definitely. So yeah, it will be fair. Kind of like depending on what time you guys go. If you guys head before 5, it will be like pretty dark. Some light coming through. The pit is on fire with the droid, so that will cast some light as well. But outside of that, it'll be fairly dark. After 5 or 6, though, it will start to be pretty like decently bright.
so Val just say, Val thinks we should use the cover of darkness to mask our approach. The ship lands. We go on the ship. We challenge the commander. We kill the commander. We leave the ship. Val thinks this is easy.
Okay.
Good plan. I concur.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. Hurry up and wait.
Sweet. So you guys are. So are you guys waiting till he lands, or are you heading out like ahead of the landing to scope out the area?
Ahead, right? So by the sounds of it, we want to be there before they are. And as soon as their ship starts touching down on the surface, get right to the landing thing and just make our way in. But before we go, do any of the mutts have a comm jammer they could throw our way?
Yeah, they'll have
Sell
to.
us?
Captain Sven will kind of grunt at you, but he will give you one comm jammer.
All right. We'll see if it helps. Who wants to carry this damn thing? Okay, I will carry this damn thing.
Perfect.
That is not something Val would carry.
It's not Zuckerbrand. If I'm caught holding that could be damaging to my reputation.
Right.
And so kind of my suggestion here, just out of character, I'll explain it, is we assume that the ship is going to land in front of the pit. The pit is going to give off the light. But when the ship lands, I assume that then we can sneak up on the other side as it would block the light. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I drew a picture of this, but and then that's how we could probably get on the ship, is if we hid behind where the ship was going to land, it lands, we can kind of sneak on that way. So then it would block all the pit from us. That would be kind of Val's suggestion there.
Is there a way to, well, again, I guess we haven't seen the area. Oh, that's right. He did kind of provide like a topographical sort of layout of the general.
Yeah.
All right. Based on what we're looking at, is there a way that, based on how we land our ship, it would force them to land in a specific spot? Again, just based on availability and space, et cetera, et cetera.
Definitely. So he's going to give you the ship. You guys could land it right next to the Yuzon Vong ship, but that could have its own dangers of its own.
So the ship is
They'd
already
appreciate
there.
it.
So the ship's already there.
What?
So the ship is already in place. The Vong ship is already in place.
No. But this so
Mhm.
Sven and kind of you guys know the Yuzon Vong, they're not going to want kind of a technological ship right next to their droid technology offering. So Sven's recommendation is you guys kind of put it like in a quick height, like distance where you guys can book it out and make it towards it. Kind of in the general vicinity, but not like right on top of it.
Our
We
But you
ship's
guys
could
can
gonna
kind of land it there if you'd like to. That's just Sven's opinion.
Okay.
Our
we
ship is
could
going to end
lie
up
to
in
the
the droid
bone.
pit, is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
There's
but
a
we
little
could
fire,
lie
right?
about that and say like, "Hey, after this meeting, we brought this whole shuttle that we can kick into the droid pit together to kind of be like one final handshake, all together
Yeah.
now."
All right.
Do we
Yeah,
know-
everybody put their hips into it.
Do we know where the ship is going to land, or do we know like the general vicinity of where the ship is going to land?
You guys are pretty much 90% confident it's going to land right in front of the kind of the
Yep.
droid's offering pad.
All right, so based on that, we get there ahead of time. We position ourselves where they don't expect us to be, and then sneak aboard the ship from that direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm thinking that way we can stay out of the light of the fire, and then when it lands, like I said, then we can probably just use the ship. And I assume Vars knows how to get on a ship.
Yeah, whatever. Make a hole if you have to.
All right. So it sounds like you guys are going to be sneaking out ahead of the ship, kind of getting into position, trying to kind of keep yourselves in a position where you'll most likely be behind the command shuttle, and then trying to force your way in, we'll say. All right. Sweet. Yeah. So is there anything you all want to do before leaving and kind of hitting back on the exchange-filled streets?
How far away is this? How long of travel would it take us to get to this spot?
Not too far, actually. It's only probably about a 20-minute walk outside of town.
All right. C4 actually might have something for this. It's gonna cost a good chunk of tech points, but mutate augment. Oh, dang it! Wait, hold on. Didn't know for that. That's that. Dang it. There we go. Mutate augment. One of its capabilities is you can gain a burrowing speed equal to your movement. And this spell lasts for 10 minutes concentration. So if it's cast twice, we can completely avoid notice by sticking underground. It'll take half my current tech points though. Didn't mean to click that again.
I mean, that would only be for you, essentially, right?
Like,
I don't think burrowing would fit all of us.
I assume with burrowing speed, you leave a trail behind you. Like you don't fill up the hole as you go, right? You're not like a bubble in the earth. Like you making a tunnel.
So you are making a tunnel. We'll definitely say that. We will say it will be a check to make sure it's a stable tunnel that 3 additional people can follow behind you in.
Oh, absolutely. I remember the stuff with pebbles.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did that in Kazuya. Yeah, we did that.
Yes.
At least the ruling is consistent, I guess.
Oh boy. So
this is what C4 is suggesting, using a Zerka brand drill to as well as a Zerka brand seismograph or whatever it's called to accurately tunnel to our location free of notice.
Yeah, I will say if you guys are able to go, and I'll say C4 is smart enough, if he goes deep enough where it's not going to be overly loud, you guys will have a very easy stealth check to make. The biggest danger will be C4 being able to make a tunnel stable enough that doesn't cause you guys pain as you go through it.
And that it somehow is able to support the weight of a multi-ton ship above it.
So are you going right beneath the ship? I decided.
I don't think we're going right beneath the ship. We might be going like right behind it, but not like.
Right now, I feel like you should be repping Acme and not Zerka.
I was about to say that.
I know. I love this Lily.
Yeah. So that definitely wouldn't support a ship, but I just assumed you guys weren't going to
Bug Bunny. It would be really bad if we missed our mark by a little bit and the ship landed directly on us.
Yeah. Well, it's like a really pathetic version of rocks fall and you all die.
Just ship lands.
Yeah. Ship lands, you're compressed between the earth. All right, good game. The galaxy will never know how pathetic your death was.
The random part is when the commander leaves. I'm like, is this Vars, Malachi, Val, and C4 underneath the ship?
God, yeah. Like the aftermath of a bad live leak video. Ugh.
Luckily, people probably think it's propaganda.
I can only hope.
C4 will even say, I was given this technology to test it out. It's still in its beta phase, but I'm personally quite confident in it, and I planned on using it against some particular bounties. But this will work as well.
I mean,
This will be
yeah,
its
you're not
first
worried.
test.
I mean,
You're not worried because you don't have to worry about oxygen.
Oh, exactly. Your suit's sealed. I'm pretty sure the Sith can survive on pure hatred. And Val, please tell us how you can survive all elements, even the crushing weight of the earth on top of you.
I should throw this out there. We can do the under the ground, all die without anyone knowing, or smuggle. I mean, your choice.
Yeah. I mean,
Smuggle costs 3 tech points. This costs 8 and is funny. Also, it matches with C4's style of like, if they all die on the way there, I could just leave.
All right, so I think we've got a lot of options, and
smuggle.
we'll
Not all equal options.
we'll just figure it out whenever the time comes. You know, we'll
Yeah.
just boom. Hey, let's go with Plan T. I don't know at this point. So
Let's go with whatever that thing that you did to make us sneakier. It sounds a lot better than, hey, let's pretend we're 4 worms, you know, burrowing our way to. No, I mean, no. Like, look at me.
Yeah, man,
Look at me.
Lorian, haven't you ever wanted to pretend you're a great dragon?
No. I
Really?
pretended to kill one, yeah, but not be one. What the hell's the matter with you?
I
Besides,
just assume
he's
that's
not, like,
something the
gesturing at-
Mandalorians
he's not
do. You know, you
nice.
have the animals.
As
He's
you
gonna
described,
gesture at, like, the fact that he's 6'5", and like, you know, like the width of him just gesturing at the size of his body, and it's like,
I'm not made for tight spaces.
Nonsense, you're built like a mole.
C4, I am not going to crawl behind you in the dirt unless
Oh,
I
you wouldn't be
absolutely have to.
crawling. You wouldn't be crawling behind me. Val would be crawling behind me. You'd be crawling behind Malachi.
you could just like Val is just like looking at you and like looking at the ground, and you like. Then his robes, like his nice white robes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention I don't want all that dirt messing up my gear. No, come on, C4. As much as I know you want to put this into like a Zerka propaganda video, we'll come at them from beneath their own feet, or whatever the hell. No, I don't want to die for for an interesting headline.
I would have cut you in on the profits. 10 credits each.
Oh wow, man, put that towards my funeral fund. And, somehow wipe away the embarrassment of my family from dying to a pile of rubble. No thanks.
10 credits? Val shall give you the deal. I get 100 credits. Boss Garanik is much more generous than Zerka.
Wait, what?
100 credits for an assassination of the commander.
you know, one day, Vars, we need to tell this man what's up. But until then, please come get me when we're ready. And Malachi is going to exit whatever room that we're in, and he's going to go wait semi-patiently until people are ready to load up and move out.
All right, look at that. You see, before you pissed off the Sith. All right, look.
Yes.
They'll sneak up on them. They'll sneak up on them the traditional way. Not something out of a Hollow cartoon. And
You'd be surprised how effective those are. You know when someone gets smashed by a piano, they don't pop right back up after being shaped like a pancake.
Yes, pianos are heavy, as well as other large instruments that look okay. Next time that we're in a jam underground, we'll give that drill thing of yours a try. Right now, we've got a good opportunity to sneak up on a ship, walk away with a nice victory under our belts, and most importantly, walk away with it. Let's focus on that.
It's going to be weird. And C4 mutters this to himself, but it still would be audible, and he doesn't mean it to be. It's going to be weird not being the only survivor this time.
Yeah, get used to it. I hope.
Huh.
Val, you good with the plan?
Val thinks it's a good plan.
Perfect. All right. Hey, get ready. We're actually not going to go crawling around like moles. The old Vars will call out into the other room.
Wonderful.
thinks
Are
we
we ready now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get in position.
All right, so you guys are kind of sneaking through, relying on smuggle, it sounds like?
Yep.
All
A
right.
check power.
Sweet. C4, how does that smuggle look as you kind of get everything prepared with your powers for the group to depart the Oroidium Mutts kind of command ship?
Shoot, I forget how I originally flavored it. In that case, Tegan, do you remember?
Unfortunately.
Dang. In that case, I'll figure out new flavor. That being one of those dampening belts. Him bringing this out, putting it on, kind of linking it up to everyone's comm systems and clicking it. Kind of emitting a noise that makes us seem a little more blurry to those who hear it. Affecting sight via sound.
Nice. Well, you strap that on. You guys see kind of Commander Sven and the rest of the Oroidium Mutts preparing. And one last thing he'll ask you, he'll go, all right, so where do you all want your kind of your getaway shuttle? We'll put it down as we're heading out.
We're gonna want it close enough to the
dead droid pit without I don't know, offending the Vong or making them wary.
All right, we'll put it a little bit out, close enough that you can get there in a hurry, but definitely not enough that they start taking pot shots at it.
All right.
As you see that, kind of the rest of the Oroidium Mutts go, they escort you off of the ship. You see kind of the large class, kind of a Carillion dreadnought that they brought along with them, power up and begin to take off towards the stars, leaving you guys back on the streets of Dom Bradan and kind of seeing kind of heightened security after legends were spotted amongst their midst. But SC4 has cast his tech power, the dampening power of smuggle, kind of just make it harder to see and hear you guys. This will be a stealth check. So luckily you got a +10 to it from smuggle, but this will be individual as well as you guys try to maneuver your way through the streets of Don Bradan and make your way towards the pit. So everybody give me a stealth check.
Would the heavy armor I'm wearing be a disadvantage roll then?
It would be, unless you have something that modifies that. Solid.
Hey, yeah.
Everybody?
So that's a 17.
That's a 17. Yeah, before yeah.
So far, so good. Lowest is only a 17.
No, it's all of us.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys maneuver through kind of the first half of kind of your journey through there, getting back onto the streets of this lone city of Dam, left on the planet, kind of surrounded by the Yuzon Vong biotech, but this last little remnants of the old galaxy within. But yeah, you guys maneuver through, kind of out evade some of the exchange troops and get halfway towards the pit and the landing area. There's a spot where Malachi, I'll let you kind of describe what it is. You almost trip or you call some sort of noise where you're almost spotted if it wasn't for C4's tech. But luckily, you're able to just kind of just narrowly avoid their notice. But they do seem more aware. Their attentions do seem heightened, and you see kind of his exchange troops kind of tighten their formations. Malachi, how did you almost become noticed, except for C4's tech there?
We'll say I'm on the lookout to keep an eye on how many an eye, so to speak, of how many Vong that are in the area. So I'm looking at we'll say auras within the force, and I'm not. Did I notice any Vong mixed within these exchange patrols?
Not as many. Not many.
Okay, so I'm just distracted by keeping an eye out and seeing where and when and the frequency of these patrols. And yeah, I kick the can, make a little noise, and get grabbed on the road by Vars. He doesn't see the angry scowl underneath the helmet. I don't know if he would do that, but you just grab the Grim Reaper, buddy, and it's okay. We didn't get caught. That's all that matters.
Yep. No.
I mean, trust me, if C4 hasn't, caused Vars' temper to flare up, it's not going to happen now.
The night is young, and the morning is soon.
Well, there's conveniently enough already a pit full of droids calling your name right now, so...
Listen, if you guys decide to take out C4, it is completely valid given everything he's done so far.
All right. We'll keep that noted a lot. So we're halfway there.
Halfway there, and I feel like Vars probably each morning looks like a hologram of the old party, like realizing I didn't know how good I had it. With the butcher of the rim, the drug addict, the explosive, the crazy explosives person.
Yep.
Oh.
Those crazy bastards. Oh well.
Good times.
You know what? Not dead yet.
But yeah, you make it halfway through. You kind of maneuver through the streets of Don Bradon, keeping yourselves hidden. But you do see the patrols start to tighten. And you see, like, and Malachi, as you said, you kind of didn't see too many of the Yuzon Vong. You see more of kind of the humanoids of the galaxy. And you see as you kind of get closer towards this field that you saw from the Aurodian Mutt's topography, I think that's how you say it, scan, you see kind of more of the humanoids getting tighter patrols, almost like they're trying to, you're not sure if they're trying to keep themselves out, keep you out, kind of trying to block from where this kind of where the commander is landing and this more almost offering of the droids are. So you see it kind of tightening up. You see roadblocks. It definitely is getting a little bit harder to maneuver through as you try to get towards that kind of landing area for the commander. You see all this coming up. This will be another stealth check, but what do you? It'll also be kind of how do you guys try to get past? This will be one that you'll probably need some type of either distraction or something a little extra to get past.
Well, I mean, right now we're navigating through essentially a city, right?
Yep.
Like, it makes sense if we tried to navigate through back areas, like hopping fences and going through alleys and stuff like that, trying to, I don't know, be less noticed.
Definitely makes sense, but kind of getting towards the kind of the offering area and landing pad area, that's when kind of the humanoid kind of surveillance or security gets a little bit tighter. So that's kind of what you guys are probably doing on the first leg of the journey, but through that last leg, you'll probably need some distraction to kind of get through their ring.
C4's gonna turn to the party and say, "Well, I can't do everything. One of you, surely you have something. Val, you've made quite the performance before, back at the bar. Maybe you can cause a distraction now."
Yeah, like so what's kind of going on at the checkpoint? Is that exactly it? Is it almost like a checkpoint, like they're like searching for people coming in and out, or is
Yeah,
it
you
just
don't
kind of tighter patrols?
Yeah, you don't see kind of people coming in, but it's like a checkpoint. You do see them kind of keeping people, not keeping them back, but really not letting anybody through. They are kind of just like there's a mixture of kind of patrols going out, but these checkpoints are kind of blockade. Blockade's a better word for it. Kind of around where the commander's ship's supposed to land in the offering area. Like they're trying to keep everybody away from that, and probably still kind of keeping an eye out for the suspicious figures they saw.
Is it just Yu Song Gong, or is there exchange here too?
This blockade is mostly, almost entirely exchange.
Do they have grenades on them?
Roll me a perception check.
No.
Kind of hard to tell from here. You're like, you guys are kind of keeping a good distance back, and probably C4's tech is making it you hard to see, but also making it a little harder for you to kind of pick out, see if you can find the grenades on these guys.
Yeah,
I mean, I've got a plasma charge.
Yes, Val can use that to create a distraction.
But it looks like it's something I don't necessarily want to give up just yet if we can avoid it. If I give you a power cell, would you do something with that?
Would you like Val to throw it at them?
I don't know.
God, I can imagine Bars just having flashbacks. You just like, man, Dash would have turned this into a borderline a nuke.
Yeah, you could have. Well, no, I guess not. Damn.
Val can easily sneak past, but Val cannot take you with me. Val can create a distraction, though.
How many people are we talking about in front of us that we're having to distract? What's the approximate count look like? Is it onesie twosie, or is it like a group?
It's a group, so it's about 8 to 10, kind of milling about.
Is there
some
any
patrolling and some holding steady at the blockade?
Yeah, is there any type of vehicles nearby?
Kind of one of the portions that's holding steady, they do have like a land speeder there.
But it's occupied.
Yeah, people are in it. Yeah. There's just kind of one passenger and there's one person on the turret. One driver, I should say.
Well, we want to pull this group away from us. And we want something worthwhile enough to pull all of them. Maybe leave one to contend with. So if we can get a distraction that's big enough and far away enough, give us enough time, I think that's the goal. So this plasma charge, perhaps if you were willing to part with it, you throw it as hard as you can. You look like a strong, strapping fellow. And I will push it further. Let's say when it's in midair. That should give us the time that we need to pass.
You guys also know chargers. You could set them and like put a timer on it.
Val was planning on putting it somewhere.
I mean, unless
Grenades can be like that.
No,
well,
this is a charge.
Specifically a charge. Yeah. The thing is, I don't have the remote detonator for it.
Oh, we can put it on a timer though, right? I think.
I'm pretty sure you can still do a timer.
For 6 seconds. I looked it up. That's why.
Plasma charge. Got it.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's do everything myself. I can grab us a circuit drone, one that flies about, and simply send it along its way to grab the attention of these exchange. And then we just give it the plasma charge, and when they get close, it turns it on. Boom.
If you want, Val can just plant the plasma charge. I could probably put it under the vehicle. They'll never know Val is there. Or I can put it a little further away.
Well, I'm willing to give it up if it helps us move forward. I mean, my jetpack's too loud. I could probably climb up the side of one of these buildings.
Well, Val doesn't see so well in the dark, but if any of you could find an explosive on the exchange, I'll easily snag it from them.
How far away are we?
We'll try to look for explosives on the people.
Sorry, what you guys say?
He wants to see if there's explosives on the people because his eyes are not so good. So I, with no eyes, I'm going to take a look.
Yeah, this is further than 30 feet away, unfortunately, for Lord Malachi.
Is it within 60 feet?
Further than 60 feet, too. You guys are probably a couple hundred feet away right now.
Oh, well, I don't even know why you were trying to look before then.
Yeah, because I've got.
So somebody can attempt. One of you guys can attempt a perception check to see if you can kind of make it out there.
From 100 feet though.
Malachi, unfortunately, you are out due to your stuff. But Var C4.
C4's only got +3. It doesn't look like he's adapted for the dark.
Yeah, I mean,
I would think you don't have dark vision. It's almost worse than the Tagorians not having dark vision.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Dark vision?
Yeah. Val can just go up there and see me too.
I've got dark vision up to 60 feet.
Val will just attempt to get a little. Would it be possible to get closer without kind of going in? I assume that the checkpoint is kind of lit up, so could I get closer to it without entering the light?
Yeah, you could definitely try to get closer, and that it would be another stealth check. You try to get like a little closer to kind of scope it out.
Yeah.
And depending, is C4? Are you guys going as a group, or would you be leaving C4?
Oh, for the smuggle bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that to C4, but Val will just say, Val shall move up a little bit and see if I can get a better look.
Oh, go on ahead. You have my full faith and trust.
C4, why don't you do whatever the hell it is you're doing to make us sneakier? Go up there with him.
No.
All right.
I mean, you kept saying leader and leader and leader over and over. Well, I'm trying to assume that role. Back up, Val. Please.
C4, on one end, you can see he wants to snap back. He wants to say something, but on the other end, he finds this interesting. And
If it
he
ma-
will.
All right. One last thing before you do.
Get it out. If it makes it easier to swallow, consider that you're bettering your chances by Val not being discovered of you surviving this. If he gets discovered, firefight starts, and then you're fighting for your life as opposed to just sneaking by.
Well, not necessarily. I
You're
myself.
a droid in exchange neighborhood, buddy. And the Vong neighborhood.
You underestimate my reputation.
I think you overestimate your ability to not be a droid. Either way, it's good for all of us. Please.
You can definitely see. You have wounded C4's pride a little bit. And he, for one of the first times, there's quietness. And he falls along with Val.
C4 didn't like that.
C4 disliked.
Perfect. So Val, C4, give me a stealth check. And also, what are you guys? So you guys are just going to like get a better look at the checkpoint as you go up closer, or are you trying to plant the plasma charge somewhere?
Just trying to get a better look to see if we can
Okay.
see anything.
All right. Nice. Yeah, you guys are easily able to kind of stick to the shadows. C4, your tech kind of providing you your own kind of just hidden oasis as you move forward. And Val, you almost didn't even need the tech at all. You just pretty much slink through the shadows completely unnoticed. And you're definitely able to get a better look at this checkpoint. You see kind of like a static about 7 guards with 3 kind of patrolling back and forth. You see that they've got kind of the land speeder kind of locked in there with a guy in the turret. But you also do see some of them do have explosives on them, and they seem like kind of like you hear some innocuous conversation. They're talking about kind of the latest drama within the cantina, talking about that raucous fight that took place last night. Somebody apparently stealing someone else's credits, and you see them just kind of wrapped into the story.
Val is gonna. Are any of the guards maybe further away from the others than any of the other ones? Like, is there like patrols that kind of wander? Or
you do see kind of one of the patrols. There's 3 people that are patrolling, and they are kind of wandering in different directions. They're kind of a little bit. One of them is kind of close to where you guys are, kind of heading towards that section of the buildings, but it definitely will be a little risky grab depending on how you do it.
yeah, and so the dumbest move that Val's ever done. Val is going to attempt to pickpocket the explosive, the grenade from the patrol as they go past.
As Val's doing that, C4 is going to mutter to where he thinks Val is, which is completely wrong. Just, alright, I believe we've seen enough. Let's go. Val. The Griff? Where'd he go? And completely has lost track of him.
I'm just imagining those claws like glinting in the moonlight, just like going towards that grenade.
My precious.
With that nat 20, you won't need to do another stealth check to get close enough to pickpocket, and we'll say you're able to maneuver through the shadows to get into kind of a close enough position to not give away that Val is there. So it will be a sleight of hand check, DC 17, to be able to pull that out without him noticing you and take one of his grenades. Nice.
Nope.
Yeah, Val, you're able to kind of just like stick one of those claws through the shadows, grab the grenade ever so gently, take it off of his belt, and you see the exchange guy kind of going through, and he's just grumbling about. Like, he keeps looking back at the checkpoint, and kind of like hearing bits of the conversation they're having. You definitely hear he's trying to listen in and be a part of it while still doing his job, but clearly distracted. And you grab that grenade off of him and remain unnoticed.
Right. Nice. So then Val is just gonna go back. Even in the dark, you can see the grin on his face as he comes back to C4 and Vars.
Huh? Okay.
Where the hell did you get a grenade?
No, Val found it.
I'm not even. Wow. All right. And Vars is thinking to himself, like,
man, Dash would have made a grenade out of anything, but apparently Val can just fabricate them from thin air, like a demon. Just, but
all right, you know what, Val? If you didn't have my respect already, you've got more of it. Nicely done.
Nods a little. Oh, you guys doubted Val.
I just didn't know you were going to make a grenade come into existence.
I'm going to be honest. I completely lost track of him at a certain point. He did not need me. I did not need to go with him. You made a bad call, our glorious leader.
It was a cautious call.
Completely
Besides,
unnecessary call.
So Val wouldn't get lonely. Just think of that.
No,
But,
Val doesn't get lonely. And how could you doubt Val? Yes, it was a bad call.
C4 gives Val a big pat on the back, like, there you go. Taking the right side.
all right. Well, regardless, well done, both of you. You got a grenade. Are you thinking of what? What's your plan with the grenade?
Val doesn't know. You asked Val for a grenade. Val got you a grenade.
All right.
C4 just like slow, like head turns with the sound of creaking metal.
Okay.
So now that you guys have your secondary grenade, what is the plan?
It's time for a distraction.
Yes, Val can plant it to cause the distraction, and then we shall slip by.
Okay, perfect.
Shall I plant it in the guard's pocket?
As a character, Val went over, stole this grenade, came back like, oh, you just asked for this.
Hey, look
I don't know
what
what I
I
was
got.
gonna do. Now he's gonna go back, presumably to the same guard, put it back in his pocket and pull it. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Maybe we could set this grenade to go off down the block or something.
Yeah,
Well, we'd only.
and so you can, and I only know this because I had a lot of grenades on my last character. You can set them to have, I think it's like an initiative 20 or something will go off, right? So
Yeah, they can do like a 6-second timer too.
Well, if it's only a 6-second timer, then that kind of falls in line with my initial idea that goes with a grenade more than it does a charge. But you can throw it, and then I can amplify it with a force push and throw it even further, and it'll explode in the distance, and hopefully then I'll get some bodies moving away from the place that we're trying to get into.
So what if we leave the grenade to explode? We calm jam the exchange. They won't know what happened.
All right.
We have 6 seconds, right?
Right.
Okay. So if we set it and go, just one person go in, or are we all going as a group? Because that's a large. I mean, that's 4 of us moving away from a grenade, and we've got 6 seconds to get as far away from it as we can without being seen.
All right.
I
So
can
our
cover a lot of
plan
ground.
is to announce our presence right next to us with a 6-second head start.
I can cover a lot of ground in 6 seconds.
C4 has 25 movement. He cannot. But that could be added bonus to the distraction.
I'm a monk. So I took the monk feature. I'm sure that gives me something.
Oh wait, I assumed we were all going together with this.
So I'm thinking we place the explosive somewhere away from where we're trying to get in. Someone sets it down. It's gonna go off in 6 seconds. They run away. We wait for it to go kaboom. Bodies move towards the sound of the explosion, and then we deal with what's in front of us at that point. And the fewer, the better. That's the goal.
All right. I mean, if we're lucky, everybody goes to investigate.
But that land speeder, that is going to be an issue.
Throw it at the land speeder. No, but I think I can dash as a bonus action, and I think there's a fighting style that I could take. I think I could theoretically cover a lot of ground.
You can move 30.
Like a lot.
You can move 30, action dash and bonus dash, so you can move up to 90 in a turn. At least.
Yeah, so I
take
can
the fighting style, then a reaction for another 30. Or whatever movement speed you got.
Yeah, so bonus action, regular action, reaction. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's beautiful. So
36
we'll wait for you here. We'll find a nice spot. Don't get caught.
Perfect. So it sounds like Val is going to plant the grenade. This usually comes naturally. Dash is planting the grenade versus Val on that side.
It just flows.
No matter how you look at it, saying Val is dashing right now is correct in all ways.
So Val's gonna go plant the grenade. You three are gonna stay kind of out of sight, and then once the grenade goes off, Val's gonna book it once he sets the 6-second timer. Once the grenade goes off, you guys are gonna try to sneak through the checkpoint. All right, sweet. Val, give me a stealth check.
uh-oh. Been having too many good rolls. This is where you get in trouble. That one.
Oh no. We have inspiration, right?
You got 3 out of 5.
You want me to burn it?
Go.
Do you?
He's getting ready for his marathon. He's not thinking of sneaking.
Oh no.
Gotta go fast, no matter what.
I
So
believe we're in trouble.
you guys saw Val literally disappear into the shadows last time. But this time, I'm not sure if it's Val's just a little overconfident. This guard was lucky, or what happened. But you guys see the guard that was just really feeling left out of the conversation look up just at the right time to see a hulking Tagorhead just booking past him. And you hear him yell out, "What the criff? It's Val!" And it's just really loud. You see the guards look up. You hear rifles cocked. Yeah. So, what
The
do you
second
all
that
do
happens.
at that exact moment?
I flip on the comm jammer.
All right.
C4 is going to cast the spell. Sorry, attack power.
Forget.
No.
So cast the power most
You
likely
say the
goes
argument.
into initiative.
I'll hold off. Because I was going to do a funny bit where he gave himself the drill and the tremor sensing.
And
His response, he just
down.
drills.
this goes down.
Wow, this went to hell in a
Speaking,
handbasket.
how far out are we from the arrival of our commander?
You guys left early, so you still have probably about an hour before the commander lands.
The drill would have gotten us there, is all I'm saying.
So you guys see, Val doesn't really know what a grenade does. So he's just like holding it like this and running with it in front of him. And so he sees the guy that like spotted him. He looks back for a sec and he just books it. He's like plans on and he just goes.
Okay. So Val's been spotted. You three so far have not. You see the others reacting to Val. What are you all thinking there? You got the comm jammer active. Actually, Val, we'll go with so you're sprinting. Is Val doing anything crazy as he sprints?
So what I'll do is, I guess mechanically here, I'm going to try to get a little distance. So I'll still use my monk dash,
Right.
and my reaction dash, and then I'm going to try to sneak in the shadows and actually go one with shadows and go invisible.
Okay. Do you have the option to hide as an action or a bonus action?
Oh, that will not let me hide. I can. I would have to. I couldn't do all three though, right? So I couldn't get the distance.
Yeah, because invisible will definitely make you lose sight of you, but they can force you still like hear and know your presence without you being hidden.
Yeah.
5e.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna get as much distance as I can from them.
All right. So the rest of you guys, you see one of the guards start to give chase. You hear the checkpoint start to react. How are you guys playing this? And we'll kind of see where if we need to get into initiative here.
C4 is looking smug. And you see him reaching for like basically the utility belt that is mutate augment for the drill.
What's the overall position of guards now? How many are chasing him? What's the airspeeder doing? Do we have a clear path to our goal location? What's the spread?
So far, the airspeeder hasn't moved. You see the checkpoint guards reacting. The guard that initially saw him is already chasing, but the guards of the checkpoint have not moved as of yet.
Well, he is causing quite a distraction. We've got too much time until the commander leaves. This is arrives. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, we can say we have to dig deep, bury our heads in the dirt,
Okay.
lay low,
Yeah.
real low, like 6 feet under.
Not where I want this to go.
If we
So-
bury ourselves, we're hidden. Then when time comes, just drill right over.
All right, so just to get a better understanding of the layout of things, are these guards essentially like, is it a street and there's buildings on either side of the guards?
So this is kind of near the outskirts of town. It is kind of like a street going through, but there's really not too much around the checkpoint with the guards. On the far sides, there are buildings though. And kind of heading back towards the city, there's a cover of like buildings, streets, and alleyways.
All right, but there's not like a building that's right next to them or whatever the case may be, right? They're not.
Yeah,
next
not
to a
one like
building
directly next to them. Probably the closest one to them is like 50 feet on either side.
Okay. And there's 8.
7 kind of at the checkpoint, 3 on patrol, and then one of those ones on patrol is now chasing Val, the one that got his grenade nicked.
All right,
Well,
do
we
take
can
these.
we can wait to see what other reinforcements might go after it. But if it's just one and we're left with 9, we're right where we are. But at least I expect Val can handle one guard if he has to turn around and make a stand. But if they called for reinforcements, their comms are jammed, right?
Their comms are jammed. Vars was able to turn that on. And only one's chased him so far, but you do see some of the checkpoint reacting and kind of gearing up. It's just kind of a little bit of time for you guys to kind of think and react.
Okay, I think we need to hold for just a moment and see who else moves and what we've got left, and hope, as you say, for Val.
And then there were 3.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are holding position, it sounds like?
How far away are we?
So from Val or from the checkpoint?
From the checkpoint.
From the checkpoint, you guys got a little bit closer, so I would say you guys are probably about 100 feet from the checkpoint itself. From Val, you're a little bit further, it's probably about 140.
Okay. Is there a position, again, since we're not looking at a map, somewhere that might be a bit more advantageous, like somewhere that, something that might provide some sort of cover, because whenever the hell this thing kicks off, if it kicks off?
You do see kind of depending on how you guys want to play it, there are like some like boxes and trash cans kind of scattered throughout the street that you could probably use as partial cover in a firefight.
All right. Can Vars make his way up to one of those without any issue, or?
It would be a stealth check to make your way out there.
All right. Do I still have the bonus from C4 or no?
C4, are you sticking, keeping that spell up and then sticking next one?
I mean, how close does he have to be for it to work?
I think 30 feet, is that right?
Let me post real fast. I believe it is radius of 30 feet.
30 feet. All right. Is there, so based on the 100 feet or so we are away from the checkpoint, is there anywhere within 30 feet of us that I can get to that would be a good vantage point for cover?
You could definitely kind of get towards. There's like a small box that'll give you +2 cover, but could be pretty easily destroyed through, depending on how you want to do it.
I'll take the +2. The hell with it. I'll move up to it, and it's a stealth +10. Disadvantage.
Oh, what could have been?
What could have been? 28. I hope that's enough, unless these guys have like.
Yeah, you're good there.
Okay, so ready and ready to lay into them with the heavy blaster rifle. Should actually, are they pretty tightly grouped together?
So there are like 2 kind of next to the land speeder, along with the 2 inside of them. The rest are usually kind of spread out throughout the street.
All right, I'm gonna get the BKG ready. The hell with that.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Caesar, wherever the hell you ended up. I know you're dead. Rest in peace. Crazy armless bastard.
All right. Well, you guys, somebody roll me a D8. Actually, Val, roll me a D8.
Yeah.
So as far as you get into position, C4 and Malachi, you hold. And Val, you start sprinting down the street. You see 2 of the other guards kind of join in with the initial one and start chasing Val down the street. You see these guards are armed with blaster rifles and viable rapiers, and they are sprinting after Val.
So we have 7 guards that remain, and one of them is on a turret and a land speeder.
Correct.
I want to surprise him.
If C4 casted a tech power right now, that would put us into initiative, right?
Depending on what it is. If it's something kind of loud or kind of a hostile to them, it would.
What about a self-buffing spell?
Oh, what are you thinking?
Mutate augment.
Drilling would be very loud if that's your plan.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, you'd be able to augment yourself without it being loud or noise enough to put you into initiative. But drilling would be very loud if that's your thought.
He's gonna have it ready. He's gonna cast the spell. He's not gonna start drilling yet. And for mutate augment, he's going to pick the options tremor sense, burrow speed, and flexibility. For the flexibility, it gives him advantage on abilities and saving throws against grapple and restrained. And your movement is unaffected by difficult terrain or squeezing.
All right, so yeah, you guys, Val is taking off. C4 is prepared to cast. There's 3 kind of exchange goons heading off after Val. Val, so you were able to move 90 feet that first turn. There's 3 guards, so one is kind of like 30 feet ahead of the other 2, but they are chasing you. They've got blaster rifles with decent range. What are you thinking there?
All right. So I'm going to have to burn an adaptive here. I'll change my fighting style to covert, and so as an action, I'm going to. Do I know how? Can I roughly guess where the guards are going to end up? I assume if they move at me 60 feet, I just want the grenade to end up there. So I'll either drop it as I run or throw it in their path, I guess. And then I'm going to arm it with initiative 20. So I'll spend my action to arm the grenade and toss it on the ground. I'm going to try to move off into the shadows a bit and then hide.
All right. So I would say probably be easier to, because they're going to see you drop the grenade. So probably be easier to throw it at one of them. But if you kind of do the grenade bit, we are going to get into initiative for you at least.
Okay, gotcha. If that's the case, I'll just go off into the shadows and try to hide.
All right. Yeah, you got that ability to go invisible. So you're using kind of your action to go invisible. And can you switch to fighting styles without using an action or bonus action?
It's an object interaction.
Cool. All right. Sweet. So action to go invisible, bonus action to hide.
Yep.
All right.
And then I just have to be in dim or dark light or darkness.
Yeah, luckily it's still not very light out. So yeah, give me a stealth check with advantage due to the invisibility.
All right, nice. Oh, I'm glad I had advantage in that one.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Solid. So yeah, you're able to kind of blend into the shadows, going invisible, stopping your breath, kind of making it even losing your footprints there. And so you see these guards kind of running through, and they've completely lost track of you. So the 3 guards are kind of searching through this area, trying to find kind of hide or hair of you, but luckily they have not been able to spot you. The comm jammer is up. There are still some other guards at the 7 at the checkpoint. How are you guys proceeding?
Well, the guards on the speeder, are they nice and tight, hanging out in one spot?
There's 2 guards next to the speeder and 2 guards inside the speeder. They're all probably with like a 15-foot radius.
15 or 10?
15.
You
could hit. You could hit 3 of the 4 though within 10.
Okay, because I think we're gonna have to fight our way through this. We had a known like enemy combatant run by the checkpoint, and 3 people followed him. I'm not liking the fact that they're not following Val. So I think it's time to open up, right? Yes. Is that any arguments against?
I don't like these odds.
I mean, neither do I, but
And I don't know how we're talking either because this comms blockage is
I'm
affecting
sorry.
us too.
I'm just you're absolutely right. So
Well, I
if
can't
I
even
should
I
stop
can't even
metagaming
plan
it
with you.
and just should I
can't
stop
even-
metagaming it and just go?
Yeah. I can't
Alright,
even plan
well,
with you. I'm with Caesar and he just mutated in front of me. So a droid mutated. It's weird. I don't understand it, but
No. Not even the greatest Sith alchemist can figure out what the hell just happened there. All right, well, would the attack that I'm making be with advantage or whatever the case may be, since kind of surprising them from the shadows?
Yeah, you guys would have a surprise round. Not an advantage, but you would have a surprise round. Or they would be surprised for the first round.
All right.
how far away are these enemies that are about to be surprised?
Vars is 70 feet. The rest are 100 feet.
I mean,
So you guys fighting your way through or try something else clever?
Yeah, I'm not close enough. It would take me a round and a half to even get into the fight, and then I'm at a disadvantage.
can
So-
Var see from where he's at that they've essentially lost Val?
Give me a perception check. DC 13 you can.
All right, let's yep, because if that's not perception, that just has a letter P in front of it. All right.
Nice, yeah, you're able to
So-
spot that they have lost track of ours. They're lost track of Val.
All right, so before he winds that gun up, he's like, okay. Stick with the plan. And he'll get behind the box or whatever that he's hiding behind. Okay. That's it for Vars.
Oh, so you're staying hidden?
Yeah. I'm not gonna initiate it just yet. Maybe we can get past this without, engaging them.
Can I?
If you're talking, we're not hearing you.
Sorry, I thought I had it on. I'm gonna use Vitality Shield in preparation for whatever is about to happen.
Oh boy.
No faith. We're still
Hey,
pulling
I got
this
some
off.
faith. I got some faith. All right, I looked. I saw.
Cool. So -8 hit points, but I'll get 16 temporary, and that lasts an hour.
Okay.
Okay, so you see 3 of those guys are still searching for Val. What are you all thinking?
Would Val be able to? So the moment he moves, he loses his invisibility. So it'd just be normal stealth. Would he still be able to move back towards the group or towards the checkpoint with a normal stealth? Or at this point, if he moves, is the gig up?
No, he'd be able to move, but it'd be more difficult though.
Okay. Is there any other movement by the checkpoint? Is there any other people coming or anything?
You don't see any other people coming, but you do see kind of quite a few like reaching up to their earpiece or kind of reaching out to their comms and like trying to like click it, and you hear kind of this like buzzing like screech from the jammer. And you see that seems to be kind of taking up quite a bit of their attention.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll try to go back with the grenade idea then. So I'll try to set the grenade to go and then sneak back towards where the group is at.
All right. So yeah, give me a stealth check.
All right. Now it's going to go well.
Big money. Big money. Big money.
And I assume this is going to be normal because I won't have invisibility.
This will be normal.
Not terrible.
Solid. You are able to drop off the and so what are you doing with the grenade?
So I would probably I rig it to go and maybe roll it a little bit. But I'm not chucking it anywhere, but just kind of roll it a little bit on the ground and then head out.
Perfect. You are able to head out and get kind of narrowly evade the three that are looking for you. You do sense kind of like able to get past them, and you see the grenade light up and kind of demolish a portion of that cityscape. You see kind of those three rush towards it. You are able to kind of get away, but they are. Only those three are still going after that explosion. And you do see the rest are holding position, almost like they're staring your direction, but they have not been able to spot you, but they're suspicious something is still out there.
So how much of the way does he get back to the group?
He's able to you're able to make it back to the group.
Okay. Well,
Would I be able to use a seethe in the meantime while he makes his way back, since we're waiting here? Malachi is just getting really, really mad.
okay.
Yeah,
Good.
go for it.
Use it. Okay.
I'm back.
All right, so you got the grenade over there. There's a fire going. Three of the people are kind of trying to figure out where Val is, what that fire is going off from. Some of the people at the checkpoint are suspicious. Val was able to make it back, but not cleanly, and kind of keeping their focus attuned on that side. What are you guys doing? How are you guys getting past this? Are you fighting? Are you trying to use something else? How are you getting through?
Val, where's your grenade?
Oh, it went off.
Yeah, Val just points to the explosion.
Did it? I missed that part. I'm sitting here trying to think of what we're gonna do to these 7, and then I heard you were coming back. Okay.
Yes, Val thinks now we shall just kill them.
Lots of moving pieces here. I thought I'd be fighting a commander right now.
Is there well, with the distraction, because that's essentially what it is, with them all focused on that direction, is there a way that we can sneak behind where they're looking?
With between the distraction with the fire, as well as the comm being jammed, which is taking up a decent bit of their attention, there is a chance to try to sneak through and use the shadows to hide yourselves and try to maneuver around the checkpoint.
But the drill would be too loud.
The drill would burrowing through cement and earth would definitely be too loud.
Moving cement and earth might be loud.
Mm-hmm.
Is that smuggle power still active?
No. C4 has mutated up and up right now.
Yes, the good thing you corrupt yourself to make holes in the freaking ground. All right.
So this will be. So are you guys trying to stealth through and try to get past unnoticed?
Are we still 30 feet away from bars?
You got Vars is still holding position. It sounds like, right?
Yeah, I'm still behind that crate.
Well, the only way that we can coordinate anything is if we move up to him. So.
You're right.
Stealth it is.
All right. I guess we're.
Oh no.
God. Oh my fucking God.
All right, so C4's failed. Val has succeeded. Malachi has succeeded. Vars, it's on you.
Wait. Just wait. Oh man.
Anybody
Okay,
doing
so it's not a
anything
saving
before I
throw.
narrate this?
It's not a
C4.
saving throw. Oh my god. All right.
C4's just gonna give a knowing look of all
Well,
of this could have been prevented.
I do have a question. Why did Vars have to roll if we're coming to him?
Basically, it's just to be one stealth check for you guys getting through this next part. So not an additional one.
Okay.
To sneak past.
Oh, I didn't know we were sneaking past. I thought we were sneaking up to you. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, we did have that short rest, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Okay. Am I in defiant range? But is it even worth it?
You could definitely Defiant yourself for C4. There's no range for Defiant. Yeah, you and C4 failed, and you failed better than better than C4, but
Okay.
you do have
all right.
2 inspo too.
Okay.
Burn it.
Yeah, you
You
guys
have
are cool
better
with burning it?
chance.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Where's that stealth? Disadvantage. That's a lot. That's a much nicer number.
Yeah, so the rest of the group is able to sneak up to Vars, and together they are able to make their way through for a bit. C4 without his amplified sound dampening fields and visual dampening fields, is a little clunky and robotic making his way through. And for minutes, Vars' Beskar Garm almost gives away the crew, but luckily Vars is able to tighten it up and is able to push through and get himself and C4 out of the kind of the visual range without attracting any additional attention, moving the group past the checkpoint without moving you all into combat. So you guys are able to kind of continue to go through, kind of just heading further and further from this checkpoint and getting closer and getting to the droid pit along with the landing spot for Commander Vrek Pell. You guys see, as you are able to kind of get to the outskirts of this area, you see this like beacon almost lit up through the area with these burning, twisting flames. You see kind of smoke fumes and these crackle of almost exotic colors as you see wires, copper, exotic metals burnt in this droid offering for Commander's kind of visitation to the planet. Luckily, you guys are unnoticed. You're able to kind of map out where the ship is going to land. You've got a little bit of time in between the ship landing. Is there anything that you all do as you've got this scoped out there? And as you do kind of come through, and you're unnoticed now, but you do see Yuzon Vong patrolling, and not really patrolling, almost leisurely watching this area. You see kind of some of them go through and watch the pit. You occasionally see one throw a piece of technology, whether it be a droid head, a comm link, a blaster, into the inferno. And you see them kind of keeping vigil over the offering as they wait for their commander to arrive.
So as we make it through the checkpoint, Val turns to Vars and goes, "And you doubted Val?"
I mean, yeah.
If I doubted you, I would have opened fire. So Not yet. Not yet. Somehow, not yet. All right.
Any spots in like the general layout that like look like promising places to lay low until the ship arrives?
Yeah, you guys do see kind of like near kind of the other end of where the ship will be coming down. Like you do see kind of some like foliage and some of the early stages of Yuzon Vong kind of bio growth kind of on that area. Definitely kind of for some light cover on that side.
Okay.
How long until the scheduled arrival of our commander?
About 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think we just try to lay low.
Yeah, laying low sounds right. Not too low, C4. Sea level.
Seafor's just watching this burning pile, and he'll say, burial things couldn't be me. But you can definitely tell that he is horrified, terrified.
So if we lay low here, would we be able to use a short rest until the commander arrives?
Fortunately, you do not have enough time for, or well, depending on how long you guys want to wait after the ship touches down. Because he's 40 minutes from landing, according to the captain's data, you need an hour for a short rest.
I don't know why, but for some reason I was thinking 30 minutes for short rest.
You do a rapid
okay.
rest if you wanted to, though.
I guess
What isn't it?
I guess I'm just gonna in preparation. I'm just gonna drop a forced body, and that'll be it. That'll be all my prep for what's to come. Just Malachi is furious at how all has transpired, and he's a ticking time bomb right now.
How familiar would Vars be with the sort of ship that they're using to come down here?
Give me a lore check. Lore or yeah, lore piloting. Piloting a little bit harder though.
Yeah, lore it is.
Oh,
It flies. Yes. Does it though? Maybe not. I don't know.
You know it flies. You're just not sure how. There's no engines. There's no.
Yeah, there's no edge. There's what? They just throw these rocks around. I don't get it.
I have
Man.
an idea. So this is
All right.
probably the last I beat this dead joke, but it's okay. Burrowing speed, a rock. Burrowing speed, a rock.
So you want to burrow into the ship?
It's gotta mess it up somehow.
I mean, I don't. Well, my idea, and Vars is gonna ask the rest of his compatriots if they've any knowledge of the layout of Vong ships, because what Vars wants to do is to use that plasma charge that we managed to avoid using, and put it to use right where we think that the command spot's gonna be. Put it on the outside, make a nice hole in the thing, probably hurt people that are inside, make our way in, make short work of the rest of them, get to the ship and get going. If any of you have got any idea about how Vong ships are laid out and how they work out.
Well, we couldn't burrow and out stuff.
Let's see. Val is going to answer very confidently and just say something random. Yes, that right there. Like just point like randomly to where he thinks it's going to be. Like for the command center of ship.
Without rolling lore, C4 is just going to agree with him blindly.
No.
Yeah, Val does seem very confident that kind of like the spot that he's pointed at, and right now the ship's not here, but that spot that he pointed at, like that's where he thinks that like, you put a bomb right there, you should be very close to where the command center is for this ship.
Well, all right. Oh, that's a good a decision as any. Unless Malachi, do you have any insight in on this, or?
Possibly, and we'll see how this goes. Vaguely, but not enough to provide any sort of real insights. I think Val seems pretty confident.
You know?
Yeah, and I didn't even
Why
roll
not?
that for mechanics. I just rolled that to see how it would play that out. Just that why. So it doesn't have to do anything.
All right, well, screw it. I'm gonna try to get on that part of the ship. All right. So I guess Vars will take the time to familiarize himself with the plasma charge. Try to make himself as familiar as he can with it. Kind of like, practice the maneuver, if you will, until the ship gets here.
Vars, when this ship lands, we have one objective: kill this commander and get out.
Yep.
We're gonna blitz and get out.
Well,
Only the
that's
commander
the plan.
needs to die. Nobody else matters. Get in, wipe him across the floor, and get out.
Yeah, that's why I want to make my own door. He's going to, show the charge.
I hear you, and I'm gonna look at Val. There is no honor that we're looking at in this fight. This is a quick kill. They deserve it. This matters. We need to get in, take them out, and go. And C4, and he'll just look you up and down with your mutation or whatever is going on.
Zerka brand equipment.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll be the first one running.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys are able to hold position, kind of waiting away the 40 minutes. As you can probably do your own individual prep rituals, with Vars getting familiarized with this plasma charge, and the rest of you all kind of just getting prepared for what is soon to be a messy situation. But you see this 40 minutes passes by in almost like a blink of an eye, and you start to kind of see with the sun peeking out and light kind of coming through, you see a large shadow fall over the area as you see this rocky craft, almost like a flying asteroid, except the colors are brighter and more vivid than any asteroid you've seen. You kind of see these bright golds and greens and purples, almost kind of just truly natural hues to them, as this kind of giant coral skipper comes and sets down upon the planet side in front of this obscene offering of burning droid corpses inside the square. You guys see kind of the kind of settle into the earth, and yeah. So basically, Vars. It sounds like Vars is going to go and set the demolitionist charge, or not the demolitionist charge, the plasma charge, where Val indicated, and you guys are kind of jump back and then pile in after the explosion goes there.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
With the ship here now, would we be able to refine? I mean, he rolled a natural 20 -1. Would we be able to refine and be like, oh shit, Val, you were right? Or is there...
Val's the one that said this, so it kind of is your faith in Val.
You guys would tell as the ship's coming on. Val's not very deceptive. You would be able to tell he's never seen this ship in his life. But he is still very confident. He's just going to point at the same spot. But anyone who probably was looking at Val would know he has no clue what he's talking about.
Wonderful.
I have complete faith in Val.
You know what? I think we've got a plan and we just commit to it. Let's do it. Go boom boom, and then we blitz this place.
All right, the hell with it. So Vars is gonna run up to the ship. He's going to engage his grappling hook, but like leave it there to give other people a way up, and then use his jetpack. Get up to the spot where it was mentioned. Go ahead and perform the maneuver with the plasma charge. Step back, and wait for the rest of the crew to catch up.
So I'll let you use your choice here to see kind of how well you can execute this without drawing undue attention or kind of moving as quickly as you can. Would Vars be going about this kind of like pumping his own, like using like his own kind of athletic nature and strength to kind of go through and do this as quickly as he can? Would he be kind of going about this in a more stealthy manner, or even trying something else to kind of get this in place and be prepared to explode this and quickly pile to the gate?
I mean, there's no kidding about it. That's going to make an explosion, so it's going to get noticed. So Vars is just, straight athleticism, just full sprint. The grappling hook, engage the jetpack to flap right to the spot.
Perfect. Give
me
that.
If it matters, okay.
Go ahead.
Because I've got the monk feature for like to dash as like a bonus action or whatever the case may be.
Perfect. Yeah, you'll be able to get there in speed, and we'll say so. It's a DC 15 on this one. A little bit easier with that extra dash on there.
All right.
Solid.
Hey.
Yeah, Vars, you kind of played this out in your head enough that you execute flawlessly. You get your grappling hook into the York coral, allowing the team to follow behind. You jet up, kind of just blazing through the sky and get right to the position, right where Val pointed both times, supremely confidently. Set that demolitionist charge in. You're able to kind of pop back. The explosion goes off. You see a chunk of your coral just vaporize as the plasma eats through it. Vars, you're in position. You kind of taking cover back, but you can kind of see as the flames recede, the body of a couple Yuzon Vong soldiers incinerated. They're within their armor. The amphistaff skittering away, some half burned as this plasma eats through them. And you do see kind of at the end of this hallway, a gateway, and you guys have probably all at one point in time been inside a Yuzon Vong ship. You could definitely tell this is kind of the gateway to the captain's quarters. As far as you see that right there, and Val, some confidence or guesstimation or whatever it may be, Val knew pretty much the good positioning for where that would be. You see the guards, then the guards are outside the captain's room, incinerated. In the door ahead of you, you do see alarms blaring. Those on the outside, you guys do see those Yuzon Vong who are kind of watching the pit and then watching the ship come down, reaching for their amphistaffs, Box and howling. You guys jumping through the hole?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Feet first.
Perfect.
C4 is absolutely... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
C4 is absolutely flabbergasted that Val was right.
You doubt Val?
No, just in all of your exceptional skill.
Hey,
I bet my one plasma charge on the fact that you were right, and it worked out.
As we go through, I think after everyone's up, maybe I'll pull the rope in with us.
Perfect. You're able to pull the grappling hook in behind you. You see the door to the captain's chambers. The lights are kind of like these weird, fleshy lights, kind of lining the lichen on top of the ceiling, are blaring red. You hear the alarm, which sounds like the howl of a creature in pain, blaring out. But the door to the captain's quarters opens, and you see within kind of a chaotic scene. You see the captain kind of jumped to his feet. He's barking orders out, Yuzon Vong, to the soldiers around him. Confusion evident on his face as the door opens and he sees you four stride in. And you guys see Commander Prek Vel, the leader of the Yuzon Vong forces in Hut space, and this is the beast of a Yuzon Vong. He is. You guys have probably seen kind of high officers and commanders within the Yuzon Vong before, but his armor, where others they wear kind of the armor, his armor looks like it has been implanted into his flesh with pieces of it growing out at odd intervals. You see one of his arms, where before they usually typically have humanoid arms, his looks like it's been replaced by the claw of a beast. He's got a short staff in his hand, and he's barking orders out to his crew. His armor, this kind of subdermal skin armor, is just flexed and prepared for battle as he sees you all enter. And yeah, we're gonna get into a battle. So let me get you guys into the map. And then roll initiative. And we're gonna take a quick break as I go get another drink, and we'll wrap up with the combat against Commander Prek Vel and his forces.
All right.
Hey.
Sweet. So everybody's initiative ed. So we're gonna take a quick 4-minute break. We'll come back at 9:14 and get into the combat.
All right.
Welcome back, crew. We are getting into the second half of the occupation session with the crew going up against Commander Vrek Pell in kind of his commander's chambers, and you see this enormous Yuzon Vong with a heavily modified or genetically tampered with body. You see this living command chamber around him, vines swirling from the top, and you see these Yuzon Vong warriors, their amphistaffs unfurled, as well as the lizard-like Chazrak slaves. They've got kind of thralled to their control, all ready for blood and battle. C4, you got the highest initiative. You were up first.
All right, he is going to be throwing down the tech power. Construct droid at 3rd level, and he's going to be using maneuver with that as well. Fast access program to allow him to cast this at a bonus action. There's fast access, and then construct droid is here. There we go. I think it's on there now.
Nice. So, what's your droid look like you pull out?
He is throwing down a battle droid with that big old Zerka symbol on it and a vibroblade at the ready.
It's weird it gives like a 15-foot template for construct droid.
I don't know what that's for.
Oh yeah, I gotta throw him out. What was your droid's name again?
It's just called download on there. Download 25.
Oh, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. There you go. You should be able to control him now.
Hey, thank you. And for C4's main action, he is going to do a bit of a razzle dazzle onto the main big boss here using his sidearm focus. Now, let me find this what I'm referencing here. Here we go. Sidearm focus. A little bit scuffed with how it's presented, but he can take an attack action and forgo one of those attacks to attempt to daze.
All right. So Constitution save and throw.
No, me also think it's that to hit real fast.
What's your DC?
I'm gonna roll attack to see my 2 hit, and now tell me what my DC is. Oh. Uh-oh. It is not one in a roll.
Do you have your sheet popped out? If so, it probably has like stuff popping up on the main screen. The pop-outs don't really work too well with Roll or Foundry.
Nah, I'm in Foundry.
Oh.
Oh dang. Oh, there, this +9 hits. So that's going to be a DC 17. Wait, 9 + 8. Yeah, 17.
Sweet. So he's going to burn one of his legendary actions as you try to get that daze off on him.
All right. And C4 will do it again with his extra attack.
So I think you have to forego an attack to be able to do it, right?
Yes.
So you only have 2 attacks, all right?
Yeah.
So you don't even do it once.
But I have 2 attacks I can forgo.
Is it forgo an action? You mean?
No, it's forgo an attack.
Yeah, you can forego 1 or more attacks to daze a creature.
Yeah.
Which you
can,
tried to.
yeah, I can try again.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Would you forgo the attack though, and like you have to use?
You can forgo one or more attacks. Each time you forgo attack, you expend 2 ammunition.
So you have attack with extra attack, so you get 2 attacks per turn. So you attacked, you foregoed the second one to do it the first time.
That was my read on it. Yeah,
That's what
Oh.
Tegan's getting at.
yeah.
Essentially, yeah, that's why you can't. He's getting that you can't do it again.
Oh, I did not read it that way at all.
Yeah, so if you've got extra attack, you're trading in an attack for the attempt to daze the fella.
Yeah.
That's so you're
But
making
then
one
why does it
attack with the
say
hopes.
one or more attacks?
So if you were
I
like
don't know.
a fighter or somebody that got like multiples, you could kind of forgo more of those to do it again.
I see. In that case, I would like. I'm having a tad bit of technical difficulties because my smart pistol is not wanting to roll. Let me drag in some ammo for it. It's not showing any ammo.
That might be why it's that. So if you right click on on it in weapons, it should give you the option to reload, I think. If you have nope, never mind, I lied. I forgot where reload is.
Use ammo.
What are you trying to do now?
I'm trying to fix the gun so it can fire. Nope, it's not detect. I just tossed in some ammo and it is not detecting it. Well, that's rough. I guess I'll just roll it manually. Is a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Dang. And let me double check the summon droid speed. 30 feet. So first stuff it can do, it's going to move this 20 here, and then another 10 feet here, and attack. Which gets you here, multi-attack. Doesn't get that just yet. Weapon attack is plus the tech attack modifier. Shoot. That is 7 then, I believe. Yep.
Oh, yeah?
26 hit. Alright. And then plus power level. 1d12 plus 3 plus power level, and this was cast at 3rd level. So that'll be 7 damage.
Nice. So how does that all look?
C4 going in for that razzle dazzle, trying to catch this commander off guard, but very much doesn't does not work because, as said before, this man is legendary. So a few more shots in, but not really doing it either. So he throws down that droid and has it run up to one of these fallen warriors, brandishing a blade and striking out at them.
Nice. You see a cut kind of appear on that warrior as he gets cut by the droid coming through. You see the Yuzon Vong commander use one of his legendary actions, howling out abomination in broken basic as he charges forward. Val, you are up.
As he charges forward, the man is within 30 feet.
All right, give him a shot.
Don't know why. Nope, I'm sorry. It rolled the... I targeted the wrong thing. My bad. But...
Fortunately, that will miss, though, for the commander.
it's because it rolled a disadvantage.
Oh, weird. Well, what'd you roll?
17, just a regular roll, and then plus, 7, so 24.
24? Nice, that will hit.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. And wait a minute, that's loaded up with my favorite ammunition. This stuff. It deals fire damage when you hit a shot. When you hit with a shot, it sets the ground beneath it in a 5-foot radius ablaze for 1 minute.
Nice.
So when it starts its turn there, or whatever, DC 14, and then 1d8. So can we get some fire on the board?
Just don't draw it too long.
Oh, there is, but I can't make it. There we go. All right, got some fire on the board. So you see kind of packs into his armor. You see some scorching flames light at his feet as he charges in. Val, you are up.
All right. Well, Val's gonna charge right at him then. All right, and so the first thing I'll do is I'll use my adaptive fighting to increase my crit range by 1, so it'll be 18 for this round, as I have keen, and then I will use my dual mastery here. Oh, not my mastery, it's my regular fighting style. My duelist style. And this is going to be a bunch, but it's the same thing where I could do a sleight of hand contested by insight. And if I win, then I get advantage on my next attack.
All right,
So,
15 beat.
All right. There we go.
Nice.
And so I'll attack with advantage with my Viral Blade, and I get an extra roll. Oh my goodness, because that was terrible. Just do a single extra attack here. So I think it was a 10, because I have an advantage with my Supreme Accuracy. All right, so 23.
That definitely hits.
All right, and so 11 damage, and I will use my charge attack on top of that. And I'll just, here's some info. It's a strength saving throw, DC 16, or knock prone, and I get to add the damage. It didn't roll that. Alright, so he definitely saves, but I still get to do, I think it's 1d6, so
Yeah.
it'll be an additional 3 damage.
Nice.
So there's my first attack. I'll attack again. I will not have advantage this time. Uh, 16, will that hit?
Is 16. What is that?
I would like to help because I don't think a 16 is going to cut it. That's against the big bad, right?
Yep, big guy.
Yeah. So where is it? Once per turn. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use lead by example. And I'm going to throw in my own precision attack.
Nice.
Nice.
To go ahead and add it to the roll, it's 1d6. Or can I just do that? Yep.
All right, 19.
Oh, also
19
19 hits.
All right,
Hey.
nice. So damage roll, and can I throw in another? Can I do another maneuver on that, or is it only one per turn?
I think it's one per
I mean-
turn for everybody, but the fire teams are tactical. Or
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm the one doing it, not him, though, right? Or
I already burned one. I did
you
the charge.
charged earlier.
that's
Yep.
right. That's right.
And then I'll just go ahead and burn my second wind
All right.
and knock out some more attacks here. So, all right, man, and these rolls are terrible. And then, do I get one more attack with second wind?
Or action surge? Yeah, definitely.
Action surge. Yep, sorry, action surge. And then this will be my last attack.
That'll hit.
All right. And there we go. That was good.
Solid. So how does his blitz of attacks look as Val unleashes on the commander?
So he just kind of goes in. It seems like he's got a plan in his head, and it's going to work. And while he's landing attacks, you can tell none of his razzle dazzle's working on this guy. He tries to go for a disarm, he misses. He tries to go to a charge, barely budges. So he just gets a couple scratches on it.
You see the commander kind of like howl in your face, like spittle and blood kind of flying out of his mouth. And as he howls out, you see him looking around at the rest of his soldiers, and you hear him kind of just cursing Yuzon Vong and basically yell, "Kill them, you fools!" And he is going to use his bonus action, kill them, which is going to allow creatures loyal to him to move up to their speed and make a weapon attack if they're in range of a hostile creature.
Oh, I love that right there. That's a cool ability.
So that guy can get in range. That guy's already in range. Can this guy get into range? This guy can't get into range. This guy can get into range. And that is everybody. So attack on Vars. Fortunately, 2 attacks on Val, and attack on Random Droid. Did the C4 name his other droid?
That would insinuate he cares for them.
That's a good point.
Wow.
All right, Vars, you're up first. That should have had advantage or disadvantage. I'm not sure which one it had. So yeah, no advantage. So the 5 was the first one, so that'll definitely miss. I think even the 19 misses. So you see the creature kind of coming up and trying to slash at you, but your Mandalorian Beskar arm proves to be too much. Val, you see amphistaffs flying from all directions as these Yuzon Vong soldiers try to take you down. A blow apiece coming from their amphistaffs. Miss. 2 misses. Yeah, Val, you were feeling it. Just dodging around as their snake-headed staffs come towards you and just easily avoiding their blows. And then finally, is our resident, or the droid of the droid. Is he able to avoid as well?
Let's see.
Yeah, this was not a good round for them. You guys see the staffs flying out, kind of just each trying to snag hold, but luckily you guys, the force was with you all, and you're able to easily dodge aside as these creatures, driven on by the fear of their commander, try to take you down. Bars, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna swap. I've got holsters for all my weapons. Would it just would it be free to put away a weapon and then draw a sword?
I think so. How does holster work again?
I'm sorry, say again?
Yeah, so if you got holsters, so you can draw a stored weapon without using an action, and once you've done so, you can't do it to store the weapon again. So yeah, you'd be good.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and swap for the claymore that I've got. I'm going to take a swipe at the Chazrak right in front of me.
All right. Oh, you're trying to hit the Chazrak? That'll hit.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps rolling with disadvantage. Let me... There we go. Alright, so with that, rolling damage. I'm not sure what's going on with the stuff in my like, because it's not adding my strength bonus at all.
Well, I think you clicked your heavy
Sorry.
pistol on that one for the damage.
My mistake.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. So 12 kinetic damage on that one.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use superiority die for trip attack.
Nice. You send him crashing to the ground.
Alright, and then for the second attack, this one should have advantage. Okay.
Nice. He's looking bloody. How does that all look as far as bullies the Chazrak?
Well, the Chazrak comes up to him, you know, with that creepy, dull, dead lizard look in his eyes. Vars just sweeps that ground out from under him, and as it's crashing down, Vars brings that heavy claymore down and to meet it as it hits the ground and keeps just slicing into it. Yeah. I can move now, and I wouldn't. Since he's prone, I wouldn't. Would I get a attack opportunity from him or no?
You would. He'd have disadvantage though.
I'll risk it.
But he's already used his reaction this round.
Oh, that's right, to move up. So I'm just going to go ahead and move Vars right over here. And I'll use my bonus action for that Sentinel ability to grant me extra attacks of opportunity. And that's my turn.
Solid. You see this Chazrak bleeding on the ground as Vars gets back in line with his party. The Yuzon Vong soldier squared up with C4's unnamed droid, raises his amphistaff again. But as he does so, you see the snakehead flare and poisonous spit emerge from it. C4, give me a Constitution saving throw. No, Dexterity saving throw for the droid to avoid the amphistaff poison.
So let me get this straight. This guy just tried to poison the droid.
He's going for your receptors on that side. So it's kind of going right towards the droid's eyes.
Let me check something real fast in the power, since it is a construct. Let's see here. Oh, it doesn't. No, I'm not reading anything that gives it the advantage against something like this. So it's straight up, and that's dexterity. You say?
Mhm.
All right. So let me get that roll up real fast. +2.
Solid. You see the poison coming. The droid sees the poison coming at it. Is able to dodge aside, keeping his photoreceptors intact. You see the Yuzon Vong soldier howl out and then swing out with his amphistaff twice, trying to just dissect the droid. Does 16 hit the droid?
Yeah, it does hit the droid. It only has 14 AC.
So you see the amphistaff crash into it for 10. He whips it back around. Oof! All right.
Oh, okay. Is better on the summon on the nameless Zerka droid than one of us. But it's still alive.
Still alive,
Barely.
guys. You see, like, he just howls out abomination, and just first hit cuts into it, the second hit just cleaves in. You see sparks and wires flying, but there must be something about that Zerka quality because that droid is still standing.
C4 makes an audible noise when he sees this occurring and will immediately respond. Well, kind sir, you are so pathetic that I will continue to allow you to face my droid. I will not give you the time of day. He says, preparing to run far away, trying to cover this.
And before I forget, Vrek has some leggies. He is going to, you see, as he kind of howls, still telling his men to kill them, as Val had cut into him before. He whips that amphistaff around and tries to impale poor Val. Oof.
Oh.
All right. So Val, he gets you, like, you see him howl out rage in his eyes as he sees you have brought droids and just lack the honor, and you hear him yell out coward and Yuzon Vong, and he cuts into you, deep gash across your fur.
All right.
And Malachi, you are up.
Malachi steps forward, and as he takes his first step, he yells out, "Nothing else matters. Focus down the commander." And he will move, if I can, to here.
Real quick, I'm just going to parry that, so I'll do it in the background, but I'll reduce the
Okay.
damage.
15 feet. And as he's moving forward, he's grabbing some of the debris from the ship, from the explosion, and it starts swirling around him. And I'm going to use a short round to cast Telekinetic Shield as a bonus action instead of an action.
Okay.
So I will link that. I'll make sure that that's active too. Okay, and then at the same time that he's pulling debris, he has two light blades, red of course, that start whirling around him as well. And one of those light blades is going to go towards the Chazrak behind him. So I'm activating Saber Storm as well. Just so you know, Telekinetic Shield does require concentration, so I am concentrating right now on that. Saber Storm does not require concentration. But I'm going to make one attack towards the Chazrak that is prone. Will that be at advantage?
It would.
Okay. So why is it rolling at disadvantage? I don't have anything selected for disadvantage. Okay. That's weird. How do I change that, Tegan?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it is. Just go into your the settings for it and just make sure it's not nothing's clicked for disadvantage in it.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, let me pull it up. Which one of the light? You got like a lot of light blades. Which one are you using?
Lightblade SS. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
wasn't
not
rolling.
sure.
It wasn't rolling disadvantage earlier either. Okay, I'm just gonna pop my sheet back in. Maybe that's what's causing issues.
Yeah, it gets glitchy when you have your sheet popped out.
Okay. And then that blade comes down. I don't know if a 17 hits.
It does.
Okay, five damage to him, and then the second one is gonna whirl past Val in the midst of that kind of hit, and as he's attempting to parry as well. So the second light blade that's rolling around me will attack the commander. 20
That'll
to
hit.
damage for another 5 energy damage, and it comes back to me, and that will be the end of my turn there.
All right. Which Chazrak is that? So that's the other one. So you see C4, this droid rushes in, teeth baring, its coffee blade swinging, and he tries to bear down upon you.
He may try.
And I'm going to take a swing at him since he got within 5 feet.
Nice. Take a shot. Fortunately, you see the creature kind of just narrowly dodge under your strike as it comes closer in, hot on the trail for C4. I think an 18 will hit, right?
18?
18. Second one missed, first one at an 18.
Oh, I didn't see the 18. 18 will hit, so C4 is going to use a reaction to cast the power.
All right, what are you doing?
He is going to be doing Element of Surprise, and he'll expend his superiority dice on it. He'll be using Overcapacity Power, which may toss that in there. Roll a dice and add it to the level. And yep, and it can only go up to C4's max level, so that will be cast at 3rd level. At only the cost of a 1st level.
Nice. He cuts into you for 10 damage with the blade.
Yeah, I'll give a concentration save right after I get this damage up.
Perfect.
You must make a dex save. Let's see here. Oh, he will pass.
Solid damage though, still.
Nice. Let's see, saving throw. No.
And your little droid friend's there to stay.
But for how long?
All right. That's Chazrak's turn. The commander, Val, you see him just like anger in his eyes, a bit of warrior's bloodlust overtaking that. You see he kind of kind of see him twirl the amphistaff and twirling around his hand. You see his clawed kind of arm that had been kind of eerily genetically modified, just grasping, and you see him launch at you with the claw first. So let's see how that goes.
Before or after the DC 14 dexterity saving throw?
Oh yeah, so yeah, he's stepping the fire. So I'll give him a. Sweet. So he will take. Was that 3 damage on that?
Yeah.
I just realized, did I get the damage from the Chotrak soldier?
What's that?
The Chotrak soldier hit, but I don't see the damage anywhere.
Oh yeah, he did 10 damage.
Oh, okay, thank you.
His roll went really funky with that claw. 38. Oh, that's why. All right, hold on. Let me reroll that. I had his bonus applied in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that's a big bonus.
I don't think I'm dodging that one.
Yeah. So plus on its own plus 14, and then 2d6, and then roll a d20. You know, keep the high one.
I think you still have C4 targeted right now. It's making him roll concentration saves.
Oh, whoops, my bad. There we go. Valve targeted. Hopefully the Valve's the claw fix.
Oh, yo, you rolled a nat 20.
See, there we go. That's a lot more reasonable. Fortunately, that will hit Val. Val, give me a strength saving throw, DC 16, as you see him reach out with his claw.
All right. So strength save. Roll. Normal. Ooh.
Yeah, so you see him kind of lash into, cut in, and then like digging his kind of these claws through your flesh and latching on, kind of holding you by one hand. He's got you grappled and restrained, and then you see him just smile and then lash out with his vibro blade or his apistaff. Oof.
34.
Luckily not a crit on the second one. So for 44 damage total, you guys see he's got Val cut in there and just slashes left and then right with his apistaff, just cutting deep furrows into Tagorian as the Yuzon Vong kind of just muttered basic goes, "Not worthy abominations."
Yeah, Val is down.
Yeah, so you see him cut into Val, hold his body up and throw it to the ground, and he is going to step out of the flames and make his way towards our city friend.
We're in trouble.
I am critting a lot today, unfortunately. Oh, where's the
The last time I saw this many crits, a hut was destroying a Zabrak.
Oh, yeah. That poor guy. So yeah, the Chazrak gets back up and runs to assist his master. And you see his fangs bared. He lashes out twice with his Kofi blade with pack tactics. Oops, I'm off to Val there.
Would where's that blade that that was put down?
What blade?
The one that I don't know if Ken Can the Sith can you make reaction attacks opportunity with those blades or no?
No, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Slashing out at. Yeah, luckily, both shots will miss as he slashes at Malachi. But luckily, the Sith Truce Faster is able to avoid the blows. Oh, this guy is going to go. You see him shift his focus to the abomination above him and is going to slash out first with his razor bug, throwing it at the droid. So give me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw for the construct.
Let me see the damage real fast, because there's a good chance that kills just outright.
Why is it not damage? Let me just put 46 in.
Yeah, but if it succeeds, there's no damage.
Wait, there would be no. He might live! Guys. What is the Doom Glory kill this Yuzan Vong gets on this abomination here?
Yeah, you see him like he's running forward. He lets loose this razor bug, and it just starts spinning, and it cuts straight through the droid's head. You see he's coming to smash it with his amphistaff, but just like stops short as you realize he's already finished the monster. And where was he at before? He was here. So that's 20 to get there. You can get another 10 feet. So you see him start stalking towards the party. And luckily, he's got to burn his action there, so he won't be able to attack again. And back to the start of the order with C4.
C4 is sweating like hell. He is very worried. So what he's going to do is simple. He is going to move further away. Wait, actually, I got my orders operation wrong. Before he moves away, he is going to be activating his armor, allowing him to cast Voltic Shielding, and he's going to be using all the charges of it to cast at its max level, which for Voltic Shielding is, for this armor, is level 3. Here's the info for Voltic Shielding, and that'll give him 15 temporary hit points. Now, he's going to move all the way over here, getting far, far away from all the carnage that is happening. He looks very scared. And that was his action. And for bonus action, let's see here. Yeah, no, nothing for bonus action. That's kind of crazy. Usually there's something he can do as a bonus action, but no, not this time. So that will be C4's turn.
Alright, throw a death save. Alright, one fail. Nope, we can't hear you, Tegan.
Yeah, you guys see his C4 kind of runs and gathers electric armor around him. You see Bao cough up a little bit of blood and kind of this deep crimson stain appear upon his usually immaculate white clothing as he struggles to breathe. And as you see this come through at initiative 20, you see the guard or the commander kind of howl out in Yuzon Vong. For those who could speak it, you hear basically, "It's ship, defend your master." and he is going to. Who's he going to pick on? C4 is going to pick on you.
Oh no!
You see as he yells at the ship, these vines that were hanging from above overhead kind of start to slowly unravel and start to make their way towards you. Give me a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Strength! Luckily, C4 is a strength build.
Nice.
Nice.
That's Voltic shielding coming in handy. For the first time, not the first time, but C4 if genuinely is actually happy he has something like Zerkatech has pulled through here. Like he is going to endorse this armor so much now.
Yeah, you see the vines trying to come through, but C4 just breaks through him, his armor crackling around him, and he is free from being restrained. Bars, you are up.
All right. Well, Vars is going to close the gap between himself and Val. And time to use a med pack.
All right. So, what type are you using? A regular med pack or a fine med pack?
Do we have 5 med packs?
It kind of depends on which one what your faction gave you. I can't remember what. So no, I think I gave you explosives and something else. Yeah, you probably don't.
Yeah. I ain't got any of that. No, that's fancy stuff. All right. So, essentially, I guess
Roll
we
ahead, guys.
would roll.
Yeah, for Val.
Yeah.
For Val, yeah. So it'd be a D10 plus your con.
All right. Fine.
Do you have medkits of your own?
I've got second wind. So I can.
Yeah. All right. Okay, then I'm going to. I guess keep the claymore in hand and. Actually, no. No, I'm gonna swap it out for the blaster rifle. Make that swap, and then I'm gonna action surge just so I can get some damage out. Yeah, it's just a. There we go. Yeah, use it, and I'm gonna take one of my shots at the Chaz Rock that's behind Malachi. So let's see. Why does it keep doing that?
That will hit.
I mean, hell, even all right. Even at disadvantage, it hits. So he's within 30 feet. So the 1 becomes a 3. So that's 8 damage in total. Fire. So put some fire beneath the Chaz Rock's feet. Pretty please. And he's still standing.
Barely.
One more. Let's. Why does it keep doing that? I rolled a 17.
Disadvantage.
And yeah, it does. I don't. Edit macro.
But luckily that will hit. Put him down.
And that's all right. So, well, just trying to minimize the threat around Malachi. Vars runs up, gets Val, tries to get Val back on his feet, turns, drops to a knee, fires twice to put the Chaz Rock down, and then he's going to go ahead and take that defensive position with the Sentinel Mastery, just to give him extra reactions.
Perfect.
And I think that'll do it.
You see the
How's everybody doing on HP?
Healthy with that being able to disappear in an instant.
I'm sorry.
Healthy, but that's able to disappear in an instant, and C4 is the only person who can heal himself.
Okay, Malachi, and I know Val's super low. Okay, I'll save it for next round.
Luckily, C4 does have a healing spell. It's just going to take
Okay.
a slight bit of setup to get the tech points needed.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see the Commander Vecprel ready his Amphistaff and then strike out at our Sith. Why is this? Yeah, I'm not sure why it's like being weird at advantage. See, that's not at advantage. So 20 still 15 was the first one. So 24 will hit unless there's anything you can do. Malachi.
Miss. And I currently have an AC of 28.
Nice.
Damn.
Here, I was worried about you.
All right. The Yuzon Long Soldier is up. The droid is dead. What's he about to do? He is going to hurl a razor blood at Vars and then charge forward.
All right.
Vars, give me a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. So you see the bugs race out.
No.
Indomitable!
All right. Yeah, no, I'm not yet, man. All right. What the? That's not what I wanted. All right, heads up. I can use my reaction, expend the superiority die. So 1d6.
Solid.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah. How do you give yourself a heads up?
How do I like I guess because he's focused fire on the Shazrak he just took down, and I guess he hears whatever the sound is that razor bugs make. He hears that like in the back of his head. He's like, "Oh crap!" So he just knows to like duck because there's probably gonna be one flying right at him, and lo and behold.
Yeah, you hear that whirring buzz go right overhead. Even if you can't fail, damage wasn't going to be that bad, but luckily you avoided that 5 damage and bleed. And and he's coming rushing towards you. Are you still able to take a shot?
Yeah.
Take a shot?
When he closes the gap. So
Because you Sentinel Mastery. So yeah.
yeah. All right, and the last thing I had out was the Heavy Blaster, so attack, normal attack.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. So let's go some damage. No, it would hit when he actually gets to the 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So he would close it because if it's beyond, it's weird. It's like, all right, you got to 30 feet, I can hit you. Okay, you're right in front of me. Now I can hit you.
Okay.
So. Let's see, damage. That's pretty yummy. Some more fire.
And you add some more fire to the mix. And you see him spin his Amphistaff and try to bring it down upon your head. He does not have advantage, so ignore that. I have to go through. I'm not sure what's up with Foundry trying to give advantage or disadvantage to random things.
But
luckily, both will miss. Malachi, you're up.
All right. Malachi is going to kind of maneuver over to here. So I'll be staying within his range because I don't want an opportunity attack. And then I'm going to burn another short round to make Shocking Shield as a bonus action. So if anybody hits me, if anybody manages to hit me with a melee attack, they'll take 2d8 lightning damage. And then as an action, I'm going to make 2 attacks at our big bad with my spinning sabers, or spinning light blades. I don't... Stop it. Stop doing that. I don't like it.
That would just hit.
It does hit? Okay. I'm just going to roll... I'm selecting standard roll. So, see if that helps. There we go. Okay. Attack. And it's still rolling at disadvantage.
Unfortunately, both those will miss.
Both would miss anyways. Okay. And then that's me.
All right. And he's going to use his second leggy. He's going to strike back at you. Luckily we'll miss. You see his half staff kind of flying past you, and luckily you were safe from its damage. This Chazrak is going to come hurtling towards C4. You see its coffee blade out and looking to take you down a peg. So luckily that nat 20 doesn't play. The 9 would be the first one on that side. So that will miss C4.
All right.
The 14, does a 19 hit you?
19 does indeed hit.
All right.
And it will be taking 15 lightning damage.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were attacking me.
No, yeah, this guy's going after C4. All right, so you get that Voltic armor on him as he lashes into you for 14 damage. You see the lightning ripple across him. Definitely doing. Look, not bloodied yet, but definitely feeling the blow.
That leaves me with 1 temporary hit point. I'll take it.
All right, the commander is up. You see kind of twirls his amphistaff in front of him, and you see him reach into his pocket and hurl out the blorish jelly towards our good friend Malachi. Malachi, give me a DC 13 dexterity throw.
Okay, and because of Vitality Shield, I'll be doing that at advantage.
Oh.
Oof. Unfortunately, you try to dodge the side, but the force fails you at the moment, and you see this blorish jelly kind of go and solidify around your feet, binding you into place. And he is going to.
Grim.
What's that?
The future for the galaxy is grim.
You see him lash out with his amphistaff, kind of spinning it around him as he comes and tries to take you down. Luckily, that'll miss.
Still has you attacking C4.
Also attacking C4. Oops.
Oh!
Fortunately, that will crit. Not like a.
This man's a commander for a reason.
You see as he kind of goes through and just jabs at you with the blade, cutting into you for 28 damage. Give me a concentration saving throw.
I'm going to spend 2 force points right now to auto-succeed.
All right. And that is his turn. Chazrak Soldier, that guy's dead. Other Yuzon Vong Soldier, he is going to run up on Vars and lash out with his amp staff.
I get to make my.
Oh, also he needs to take 2d8 lightning damage.
All right, roll that for me.
There we go.
Nice, Vars, that'll hit. Give me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw as his amphistaff spits poison towards you. Or spits acid towards you.
Saving throw, let's go.
Nice. Dodge aside the poison, smash him with some fiery. There you go. Blast him with some fiery damage. If he's going to try to impale you with his amphistaff.
All right, and that's actually 9. 30 feet and all that.
3 lightning damage to the big bad too, for smacking me.
Make him regret it.
My roll's not coming through for this.
I see dice rolling, but I don't see anything coming up in the chat.
Yeah, I seen a dice. It was rolled 16, but I don't know what it was for.
Weird. All right.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's being weird today. So 22, like a 17 either way. Does that hit Vars?
Yes.
For 17 damage.
All right.
The second will miss. You see him kind of spinning through, one blow finding its way through your Beskar arm as he tries to take you down. That's his turn. Round 3, C4, you are up.
I have something to say before C4 acts. TPK! TPK!
You guys
All right, man. All right, man. Let's
low
do our
HP.
turn. Let's do our turn. Let's go.
Yep. Ideal of the Tranquil in order to regain some tech points. Much needed. That regains 4 of them. And those 4 will be immediately spent as a bonus action with fast access programs. Which is my last superiority dice. To get up this spell right here. Slow release medpack. Unfortunately, it's gonna be until I gotta wait till next turn to use it. But on that next turn, Val is gonna be able to be healed.
Nice.
All right.
For now, though, C4 is a bit of a jam, and he's gonna stay. Wait. There we go. Just to make sure there's plenty of bodies between him and the commander.
Perfect. You got to get into the perfect position. And Val, you're back conscious again.
Yeah. So before I stand up, I will use Second Wind. This might go badly. All right. So I'll give myself a quick heal. I don't know why that does that. Can I roll it?
Yeah, because this is going to be a little bit of a messy stand-up for you.
Yeah. Okay, so 14
Alright.
So that puts me at 23. And what's the DC to stand up here? I think there's 3 people by me.
Oh yeah, 3. I was counting Malachi. So yeah, so 3 DC 16.
And is it athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
All right, we'll do acrobatics.
Oh, we have no inspiration.
Nope.
So
Oh, plus
Okay,
8
wait,
on
wait.
that.
That's
Hold on.
all of them.
Let's,
That's all of them getting an attack off, ain't it?
yeah.
Yeah, and they all have advantage.
But luckily not an advantage,
Wait.
but they do all get one.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
you
won't
looked it up,
I'll still be
Tavares?
prone, right? When they attack.
I haven't used my 1 usage of Defiant, I think.
I need
Unfortunately, that
plus
wouldn't
7.
help here.
It would not?
No.
No.
Yeah, he needs 7 more.
Yeah, I critically failed it. So.
Oh, you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I have plus
Oh, you're
8
probably the second
acrobatics.
heal.
I thought it'd be okay.
TPK. TPK.
Bro, come on.
Alright. Yeah, so they do so they get you while you're standing up. Luckily,
Okay.
this won't come as you're prone. So they do get 3 strikes off at you. Luckily the big bad's not by you. It does burn their reactions. So first guy. Oh, why is this not showing up? First guy will miss.
Hey.
Second guy will miss.
Hey.
What's your AC?
I'm gonna do. I think I can do this. So I can increase it. My AC is 20, but I can increase my AC by 3 by burning my reaction. So that'll miss.
Solid.
I'll
Yeah, you-
revoke what I said before about TPK.
Yeah,
We're
you
still
see
in
the
there.
epitaphs, blades flying, but you're able to dodge aside and make your way back to your feet. Val, what do you do?
All right. So I'm gonna attack the guy on my left, I suppose. Try to cut into him with my hooked vibro blade. Normal.
There we go.
Nice. All right.
You said to your left.
Yep. And so that'll critical hit. And so,
Solid.
and I have, I don't know if I got calculated in there. Yeah, it did. Okay. All right. So 28, and I can attempt to disarm him because I have disarming. So he needs to make a strength saving throw of 16, or he drops his weapon.
Yeah, you knock the epitaff out of his hand.
All right, and I'll make my second attack. And because I have trip weapon focus, if I score a crit, my next attack has advantage. So I'll attack him again with advantage.
That'll hit.
And nice.
Don't you get to re-roll one of those dice, or am I incorrect? In
Oh
that?
yeah, you got the supreme
I
accuracy.
get to roll one, yeah. So
I'm just crit fishing for you.
here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
So 19 instead. Okay, so damage. There we go. And 8 more.
okay, he's looking rough.
And I get one of my adaptive fighting styles back because I critted. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Warrior Commander Vecprel is going to take another of his legendary actions.
Oh,
and he
sorry,
is-
real quick, Deacon, before you go on. Can I use my object interaction to just kick his weapon away? Since
Yeah,
it's
you-
on the ground.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
definitely
gonna
gotta kick
kick
away.
Yeah, kick it like up here or something.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, give me an athletics check. We'll say for each 5 above 10, you can kick it another 10 feet, or another 5 feet. So you kick it 10 feet away from it.
All right.
All right. So the Yuzon Vong is going to use Leggy to throw a razor bug at Malachi. Malachi, give me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, wait. All right. So I'm gonna use heads up.
All right. So you just need to hit a 5 or better, or use Defiant as
Yeah.
well.
I might. Yeah. Okay. This is going a little slow, and I ain't popped out. I'm gonna refresh the page. Let's see if that helps. And heads up. And it's not going. So I'll just roll it manually and I'll subtract the 2. So,
Okay.
all right.
So that's 12 for Malachi.
Yeah, I'll burn it.
All right.
I'll try to defy it. Let's see. Not quite.
Yeah, unfortunately, Var is trying to do his best to shield and kind of warn you from the blast. You are caught by the razor bug and take 17 kinetic damage and kind of cuts open up across. All right, Yuzon Soldier is up. He is just going to take some slashing at poor Val here. Hopefully Val's luck will continue to hold out. Fortunately, that will hit.
All
For
right.
6 back damage, not too bad. And luckily, completely whiffs that second attack. Val, you were still on your feet as he comes slashing towards you. And then Malachi, you are up.
So, I'm still restrained.
I didn't
You
get
are
that.
restrained, yep.
Do I have to spend an action to become unrestrained?
You'd either have to find a either spend an action to become unrestrained. You can even attack the Boris Jelly as well if you prefer. Kind of depends on how you want to go about it.
All right, I got an idea.
I did not get a chance to go though.
Oh, do we skip you?
Yes. Yeah, what I was rolling for was to avoid the thing from Malachi.
Oh,
That's
well,
my
you're
turn.
up then, Boris.
Yep. No, mine's is pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna attack this Vong. Let's see. Yep, very good, very cool. And I'm gonna try that again.
That's 20, nice.
That's a lot better. Okay, so damage.
Finish him.
All right. Well, trying to thin out the ranks. Mars just used an opportunity with this Vong focus on both Val and Malachi, and Mars just takes the opportunity to erase it. That's it. One less combatant to deal with. Same thing as before. I'm going to use the feature for the Sentinel thing, and that's my turn. That's it. Oh wait, no, and what is it? The second wind.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that to get back 10. But everybody that can see and hear me gets a 10 temporary HP if they want it.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
With where is it?
The fire team thing, right?
Yep. The rally the troops. Then 60 feet, so everybody's in enough range. So if they want, they can get 7 points of 10 HP, and that's my turn.
Solid.
Nice.
Did you say 7 points or 10 points?
7 points.
7.
Okay.
7.
All right.
Malachi, you are up for real.
All right. I am going to stay within range of our big bad and move myself to there. And actually, I can't do that because I'm restrained.
Correct.
So instead, I'm going to do what I was going to do anyways. I'm going to let out a force scream, and I get to choose the people that I want to target. So I will target the big bad. Oh, I don't want to target Val. The big bad and the other two, Vong over here, and the creature that is restraining me. I think it had, 15 HP?
Mhm.
And I'm going to use my last short round to use Force Scream as a bonus action. I need big damage. Let's do big damage. So it's 46 Psychic and 46 Sonic.
All right.
So this is the Psychic. I'm no longer restrained.
It resists everything except, was it acid and something?
F that thing then. All right.
Fire.
So I'm restrained and I let out a scream.
All right.
And then, let's see.
But we all,
Before I
all
forget.
the enemies get hit with that, right?
Yes. Well, all of them except for bottom left guy. He would have been in range, but I couldn't move.
And that's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes. And the DC is 15.
If they succeed, it's half, or one.
Yes, half on success.
All right. So one will fail, the commander, and the other two soldiers will succeed. And they'll take, what's that, 26, 13 damage on that side.
On the thing restraining me?
What's that? Yeah, that'll take 13 as well.
Okay. Well, it's almost dead. And then I'm pissed. What can I say? I'm Sith. So as an action, I'm going to seethe so I can heal up a little bit. Why? Standard roll. Okay. Anyways, it's what do I have for hit die? I don't remember.
Counselor D6.
D6 plus con. Okay, so I'll roll a D6. I can't roll less than that because I have durable, so the minimum I can take is 4 plus con, so I get 6 HP back.
Nice. Yeah, so you guys see that. You see Malachi let out an unholy scream. Venting his frustration. You see the two other soldiers bleeding from their wounds. The commander actually just getting bloodied with that. That's actually what we'll hold off for today. was hoping we better finish this one up tonight, but we'll better finish it up at the start of next session and see if the crew can pull through. Looking a little less dire than it was moments ago, but they got this. Luckily, hopefully, he is done critting for the day, and you guys will be able to pull through next session. Oh, actually, hold on. Are you guys able to play the week of Thanksgiving that Tuesday?
No, unfortunately not.
Are you guys able to play next week?
Yeah, I'm available.
Yeah.
Should be able to.
Sweet. So we will play next week. Quick follow up. Get through. Hopefully, get through this boss battle. Get into some downtime stuff and figure out how the factions are responding to the latest news. So make sure to come join us next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time as we get into that, and we'll see you all next time.